All right, y'all. We are live, and give me just a second to get squared away here. Gonna be checking out some Madden 26 today with some mods, a slightly different modding setup than usual. I gotta remember, a lot of you guys check out these streams later. Let me get my camera up here. I gotta remember, a lot of you guys check out these streams later, and so I want to make sure for the people that do watch this after the fact, and if you do after the fact, make sure you like, subscribe, all that cool stuff. I can see all the mods that we've got. As you guys can see, I spent a ton of time updating my mod setup. I hope it's stable. It's been a little bit weird as of late, but we'll see exactly what we can get done today. But yeah, guys, just checking in. It's a little bit weird to stream on a Monday. A few people early in the chat. What's up, Malik? Good to see you, man. Nicholas Lopez, what's up? What's up? And Tavin, hello. I know obviously this is not one of my normal stream days, but I've been telling you guys that, you know, for me, it's just all about trying to stream when I can. You know, getting in and chatting with you guys, because I really like doing this. But you know, my schedule kind of is the schedule is the schedule, so we're gonna do what we can when we can. But I gotta start this stream off by saying, in my opinion, and I know there's a game tonight, Monday Night Football, but this was one of the best weeks of NFL football that I can remember personally. There's just incredible football games all around. So just really high quality games of 49ers and I'm drawing a blank. 49ers and Bears last night. Just Caleb Williams and Brock Purdy putting on a show for the boys last night. That's what we all like to see. Some really good games. Noah, what's up? Malik, modding Monday soon. Well, I think this one might end up being a modding Wednesday or a modding Thursday. But the modding showcase is coming along. And that's what I was doing. I was spending a lot of time trying to clean up my mod list because I was crashing and I couldn't really get anything going. So I hope that my mods are stable at this point. One thing for the people that care, I learned, and like, you guys messaged me for questions, and I learned this stuff now too. If you have any type of jersey mod, make sure it is below unlocked, because for some reason they were just crashing my game. So I went in the Discord, was doing some searches, put all my jersey mods here below unlocked, and it was working a little bit better. So that's hopefully positive commenter. That Browns game was the real inspiration to stream. I mean, yo, yeah, I'm a Shador Sanders. I consider myself a Shador Sanders fan. That was a really tough. That was a tough watch. The Steelers without DK Metcalf, of course, because of the suspension. Shador Sanders, not his best showing, of course. But he held it down and started well, but towards the end, that was rough. And then me as an Eagles fan, you got to sit through that. And then you got to watch the Eagles do whatever it is they do and try to piss you off. So, so some of them, they were a little rough, but in their defense, Aaron Rodgers wasn't much better. So, Xavier, hope I said your name right. Hello. And Cooper, good to see you. You said you love the vids. Appreciate the support. And yeah, Malik, so I had a close eye on that 49ers game. My mom is a Niners fan, so y'all know I do root for the Niners a little bit, aside from the Eagles. I'll just always have. So it was good. You guys know I am a Brock Purdy fan, and I mean, let's call it what it is. A lot of people have been talking about that guy and kind of, in my opinion, kind of playing on his name a little bit. And to do what he did in the past 2 weeks now with barely any weapons, and they can't say barely any weapons because Christian McCaffrey's a movie, but we just know how banged up that team is. No Kittle, stuff like that. So they really did a really good job. So kind of off of that, I wanted to get a game in or two, depending on how late the night goes, with some teams. I just wanted to get some games in, but I wanted to hop in franchise and play, but I didn't have a franchise that was current. Like, you guys know, Madden doesn't have like a start today or anything like that. There's really no way to like get a recent like franchise. Now, like I said, I want to hop in, and maybe it won't be this week, but within the past few weeks. And so someone in the Discord, let me see if I can bring the Discord up. I was in the Discord trying to help some people troubleshoot. You guys know how that could be. You try your best, but everybody's got a different computer. Everybody's got a different oh, Kiv, yeah, you were right there. So you saw, you were there with me. We were trying to help that guy get his mods working, but they wouldn't work. So yeah, so perfect example, Kiv, you put me on to, what is it called? What was the mod called? I actually forgot. Sorry, hold on a minute. It was called the Franchise Enhancer. Franchise Enhancer. So let's take a look at that. And I have never seen this before, and that's on me. So I know this isn't like up to date as of like today or anything like that. It's not like a start today, but it is week 15. So that's pretty much as good as you're going to get right now until they do their next update. But it looks like they're doing ratings updates, hopefully doing a little bit better of a job than EA, because their ratings are insane. Tua and Mac Jones are no longer star. I did not know Mac Jones was a star rating. That's questionable at best, but I understand just because of the draft stat, like pedigree, I guess, right? High draft pick, even though I don't know who thought of Mac Jones coming out of college as a star. I didn't see that. But maybe only Kyle Shanahan saw that. And it's not like I'm hating on Mac Jones. It's just physical talent, I think, is lacking a little bit there. But so yeah, it looks like they're doing some draft stuff. Looks like they're doing some dev trait stuff. Looks like they're doing some roster stuff. They got Phillip Rivers in there, the OG. And I really like that they have his stats in there too. That's pretty dope. They got his little face in there. I wonder if they were able to make him chubby, because he's putting on for the big boys right now. Positive, you said Sabo's franchise mod is in beta at the moment too. Going to be hype. Yeah, I got to download that. I just wasn't sure what was going to conflict with what, what would work and what wouldn't. So we'll definitely have to take a look at that. J-Dub, you said, yo, what's up, Shady? Do you know why Madden substitutes college football players instead of regular players? I don't have the college football mod installed anymore. I'm assuming you tried to go into a quick game and they still had the college players. It's a roster too. Don't forget, it's a roster included with that. You got to make sure you load up the rosters. You're like a load up an NFL roster, because if you don't load an NFL roster, you're still going to have college players, if that makes sense. I'm assuming that's what happened to you, because that also happened to me when I went back in and forgot to load up a actual NFL roster. Yeah, guys, let me know how if my audio sounds crazy. Like, my room gets stupidly hot, so that's why sometimes you guys see me sweating because of my computer. But I have my window open, but it's like a super storm outside. So if you guys can hear the wind, let me know and I'll close it. Trying to make sure that there's no BS in the background for the stream. LaRose, you said, is there a roster mod that includes undrafted free agents? I doubt it. I just don't know if anyone's really gone through to do that. Nicholas, you said, hey Shady, do you use custom sliders with Sabo's gameplay mod? I want to start a franchise and trying to make it as simple as possible. So one thing about Sabo that I've learned, I've been using his mod since Madden 20. It just is what it is. We have a very similar skill set. We have a very similar play style, and we have very similar like gripes with the game. So I just feel like our play styles match. Everything he does with his mod is really what I try to do with my sliders set, and usually end up failing miserably. So that mod plays really well for me out of the box. Comments, or I'm laughing at your comment. We're all undrafted free agents, right? So I personally, I've been just running it default everything. I think the only thing I'd be changing sometimes is I like usually the only thing that I do, so like the instruction of the mods put everything at default, but I usually put only thing I was messing around with is like injuries are at 25. I usually put the injuries at 10, and I had threshold at 90. And that just was kind of just some things I was kind of screwing around with. I'm not sure if I'll keep it that way, but like when we play, this will be what we play with. Everything 50, injuries at 10, threshold at 90. And I'll just kind of keep it looking like that. Diamond Nation, what's good? What's good? LaRose, you said, how can you start with modding? What mods you download first? One thing about modding, I don't think there's it never helps for anybody to hold your hand through the process. I like for my content to kind of be like a guide for you guys to see, and then, you know, if you like the mods that I show, you can download those. So I always say start with my modding showcases, and look and see if there's any mods there that you like, and if not, you know, you can obviously always you know, just scroll through the Discord, not scroll through the Discord, and see what you like and what you don't like. But yeah, I've got tutorials on the channel. I try to make sure, you know, you guys have some type of reference, if that makes sense. Michael, what's good? What's good? Power UG, my man, what's up? And so I'm gonna say it's a Power UG, but it goes for everybody. I hope you and everybody enjoyed your Christmas in the holiday season. It's good to see all you guys back in the chat. I should have started with that. J-Dub, my bad. You said, do you know if there will be a UFL mod for Madden 26? Because I know there was one for Madden 25. I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? So, could be. You never know. You never know if it's if the makers want to do it again, if they, because, you know, I tell people all the time, not all the time, but when it applies, sometimes getting these mods to work ain't just like, sometimes they literally got to do everything over. So it's not, I don't want to say never, but sometimes it's not as easy as just, oh, we're just going to put everything from 25 and 26. Sometimes that crap don't translate the right way, and there's a lot of like legwork that the modders got to do. You know, sometimes it's a process. So we'll see if they want to do it. Power, you said you're getting 26 on PC. You talking about Madden or you talking about 2K? I think both are in a really, dare I say, and I'll keep it low, but I think they're decent right now. I think they're both really decent. Oh yeah, for sure. When you get 2K, man, you know, shoot me a DM, and you know, obviously I'll get you squared away with a little starter pack, if you know what I mean. Dang, Malik, you said you were trying to mod the PSP. Man, I had my PSP, bro, back in the day. Woo! Yo, that's where, and the fun fact, that's where I started. That's where the mods and all that started. We were going through the mods. So my bad, y'all. So looking at this franchise enhancer thing, one thing I've noticed is, and obviously I'm not saying like a shade or anything, but it doesn't have any of the unlocked accessories, which is perfectly okay, I think. So I'm gonna try to transfer them for people that care about that type of thing. Like, you know what I mean? I'm looking at it, like, nobody's got pads above the knee or anything like that. So I'm gonna try and transfer the pads above the knee from one franchise to another. And we'll see how that works, because it works most of the times, but sometimes it can be a little bit of a process. So I want to see if I can figure that out before I start the gameplay. For us to do that, and that should only take like 2 seconds. So I guess the first step that we want to do is find the franchise that has all the accessories. And my bad, give me a second. I'm looking on my second monitor here because I thought I had downloaded it already before the stream. I try to do as much like off stream as possible, so I don't have to do all this stuff live, but some of this stuff can be beneficial to do live. So there's one guy in Discord that does a bunch of accessories and stuff. Unfortunately, I forgot his name. So we're gonna have to search for him. Recently active gallery. Yeah, let's scroll a little bit. Madden 26 community mods. Should be around here somewhere. I just don't remember what his thread was called, or his name. Sometimes he comes to the stream though, so maybe he'll be in here. No, not Bangle. The dude, remember he was working with Cujo Maddie to do the accessories. He made like a, oh, there he is, Jetski. All right, Jetski. Sorry. All right. All right, so Jetski's got a file. It's from the 24th. I don't know if we're supposed to use the roster or the file. Since the roster's like way more recent, I think we use that. Be careful showing knee. Be careful showing knee now that Saudis own EA. Yeah, I know they did a little merger type situation going on. I'm as low on the totem pole with EA as can be. I've been doing, for over the past few weeks, I've been doing a lot of work with them and for them. I've been working on some video projects for EA with the, it's called the I Am Athlete podcast. So anytime you guys look at the I Am Athlete podcast and they have a college player on there, they have highlights playing in the background. I'm actually the person that captures those highlights for EA and sends them to play in the background of those podcasts. So that's a really cool opportunity to work with them and be a part of that. So, but you know, such is life. You know, companies do mergers and buyouts and stuff. You know, OG Shady, for some of my OGs that have been around. No, I used to work with I used to work for Sprint back in the day. And I worked for Sprint and they got bought by T-Mobile. Like everything changed with that company. So stuff happens, and sometimes it's for the best and sometimes it's for the worst, but things can change. Yeah, Power, it's pretty dope. Do you pitch ideas? No, that's the number one thing. And being in the creator network is awesome. Seriously, like, you know, I tell people this, I never shy away from it. I tell people all the time, I'm a pro EA dude, like really a pro EA channel. I feel comfortable saying they are this channel's biggest sponsor, right? Because I don't have a lot of sponsors, and that's intentional. I don't take a lot of sponsors. I don't gamble, so I turn down most of the gambling stuff. Not most, but so far I've turned down all the gambling stuff. But you know how that goes. Sometimes those guys can offer you a whole lot of money, and it's, you know, I don't gamble, so I kind of shy away from that stuff. But cool guys to work with. But Malik, to answer your question, I'm in no way, shape, or form. I don't ever get to work with or even talk to the gameplay guys. So when I know you got me on Twitter and I got you on Twitter, so you know when something is out on Twitter and somebody tweets something and they're like, yo, we need this accessory, we need this in the game, I tweet it out, I retweet it, and I hope they see it, because I don't got no type of pull, no type of push. And I tell people that all the time. They see like the sponsorship and the creator network badge and all that cool stuff. It's nice, but you know, you don't got no type of pull. But I always try to let it be known that I love EA and I love Madden and I love NBA Live. I wish that came back. And if for whatever reason there was ever an opportunity that they wanted to reach out and for counsel or advice on how to make the game better, because I think I'm good at making the game better. I think I know people like Sabo who make the game better. I could help them and point them in the right direction. I don't know that I said this publicly before, but 2K has done that within the last month. You guys know I took some time away, but right before that, I had some really good conversations with 2K where they reached out to me for feedback on how can we make the game better and what do you want to see and stuff like that. And I gave them some direct, harsh, but tough but fair criticism, and I was kind of honored by that because they reached out to me, and I think that kind of showed like us as a community, like here, as small as we are, how much we've done in a good way to make the community better, if that makes sense. to actually, you know, to actually have them reach out and say that they, you know, that they value your opinion, if that makes sense. Okay, so what was I doing? I was trying to download this roster, so let me do that real quick. Just gonna drop that in my saves file and let me see what that looks like. I tell people all the time, man, like my dream, I mean, it would be to the detriment of the channel, but my dream is that we don't need sliders one day, you know? If we get to the point where we don't need sliders and the game can play good out of the box, you know? But as long as things are still how they are, we got work to do. So we try to do our best to make these games good as it can be. So let me look at this roster real quick. Yeah, Saquon at 96. I was like, when are they gonna drop Saquon? Because he's not that good anymore, low-key. Does he have accessories? It doesn't seem like it. Can't tell. Let's look at Jalen. No. Let's check somebody like AJ. We know he would. Yeah, nah. All right, so that's not, I don't think this is what we wanted to do. All right, timeout. So I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna download his franchise file. I think that's what I was supposed to do. I do apologize, y'all, because I am doing this live, so we're going to have to figure out how this works together, see how we can get these accessories in before we can get to the gameplay. For people that watch later, I'll just drop a timestamp or whatever to once we can figure that out. Jet ski unlock. Let's see if this has it. Let's look at Caleb. Okay, yep, he's got his pads above the knee, all that cool stuff. So this is the joint with all the accessories. Okay, yeah, he's got some bright behind cleats. Bet. All right, so what I need now, I had this downloaded, but I kind of moved stuff around, so I got to re-download it. It's the appearance transfer tool. It basically lets you transfer the accessories from one file to another. Player appearance transfer. I think this is it. It'll give you a little warning, says potential dangerous download. I don't think there's anything we got to worry about with that. Give me a little warning, says basically if you run this program, your computer will explode, something like that. I'll just click run anyway. Okay, select the version of your Madden franchise file. So we're gonna type 26. Okay, enter the name of your source franchise file. So we need the jet ski one. This is the one we're getting all of the accessories from. I wonder if can I copy that? I want to type that whole thing out. I think the only takeaway you got to do is make sure you're not like in the franchise when you're doing this. Okay, career jet ski with 3 eyes unlock. See if that works. Okay, bet. And then let's get the accessories. And the other one is called Career Start Week 15. Press enter. You want to include the draft class? I'm going to say no. I don't think that's a thing. I'm going to say no for that. Enter yes. Okay. That was quick. Let's see if it works. Golden Wolf, you said you're finna buy 26. If you do buy it on 26, make sure you buy it on the EA app. And use code Shady Mike Gaming. There's no discount, but it you know, it helps. It helps. I appreciate you if you do. And you know, I've been kind of pushing that a lot this year, and it's crazy, but I do mean it. Like, just my experience, I've noticed that everybody that has, I'm not saying you can't mod the Steam game, because I know plenty of people do, but I just noticed everybody that did have issues modding the game did get the Steam edition of the game. So people were like, yo, bro, you're just saying get the EA version because you're sponsored by them. But I was like, a lot of people have been having issues with the other version. I think it's just because all the tutorials were made for the EA edition. So I think that's what people were following, and they might be missing steps. All right. Wow. That actually worked completely perfectly with no issues. It's the first time that you guys know me. When I be doing this stuff, especially when you do it live, normally something doesn't go right. So that's pretty dope. I'm actually glad that worked out. This is week 15. What are the matchups from week 15? Raiders and Eagles is trash. We got the Lions at the Rams. We definitely have to run that. See what Jared Goff and them boys got in store for us. Some pretty decent matchups. So Golden Wolf, you made a really good point. So check this out. I don't know. Let's go to Anthony Richardson, right? So this is what I was trying to figure out on Twitter, like how I should handle this. That Anthony Richardson here, right? I got the small pads mod, but I also have the like improved helmet tilt mod, I think it's called. And like, I think it looks okay, but certain players, I think it makes their neck look like way too long, if that makes sense. So I'm not sure if I should keep that or not, or if I should get rid of one. The only problem is if you get rid of the small pads mod, is, for example, because I don't know if they have them on there, but like, for example, quarterbacks like Josh Allen, he doesn't have it on this mod. We can change it, but for example, Josh Allen wears like that hoodie jersey that you can get. Josh Allen wears it. Devontae Smith wears it. Lamar wears it. So if they're wearing that hoodie jersey, you can't have that jersey without the small pads mod. So you really don't have a choice. If you don't want to lose access to that mod, if that makes sense. You said, let's take a look at Pickens. Let's look at Pickens. And sometimes it can be hard to tell. Oh, that's cool. They got the ski mask on Pickens. That's pretty tough. So I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it can be kind of hard to tell like in the menu, but then like when you get in the game, like it, you know what I mean? It can really look a little bit weird sometimes. Oh yeah, let me see if I can fix my You know, I think I'm just gonna move myself over to the right. Can I do that? Might be a little bit better, not sure. But overall, I was gonna say, accessory wise, this crap is premium. Like it's premium. So these guys, they did a really good job of setting us up with a really good, like, as you guys can see, within 5 minutes, because people ask me all the time, like, yo, how do you get, how you get all the players with all the accessories? I don't have it. Do you got to do a roster? Do you got to do this? You got to do that? Within 5 minutes, we got a full franchise file. You know what I mean? Pretty much week 15, pretty much ready to go, ready to get into the playoffs.
Choose which team you'll begin your franchise with.
With all the accessories. So I think that's pretty tough.
The menu
my
on
personal
the left
opinion.
lets you adjust your league settings and where to start your franchise in the preseason, the regular season, or with a fantasy draft.
I usually do like 13 minutes, 15 runoff. One thing I'm trying that's a little bit different right now, we'll see. And I'm going to keep all this stuff however it's supposed to be. I'm not going to change anything here. But one thing that I am trying out that's a little bit different than normal is I do have a camera mod on. So we're going to see how that plays. So in order to make sure that that's working right, I think you got to go into game options. Nope, maybe it's visual. Right, so we're going to just flip this over to standard. Let's make sure that's working good. Yeah, I don't know what I usually have that on. Golden Wolf. So yeah, so to my understanding, Cujo doesn't make the roster anymore. They kind of flipped it over to this guy Jet Ski. So that's who I've been rocking with as of late. Got a couple uniform mods on. Let's see if it works out. Really slight alteration to the lines here. They've got a stripe on their pants now. That's really the only thing that's different. I think in real life the Lions joints looks a little weird not having a stripe. I like the stripe. I think they would look better if they had it, but oh, that joint's tough, okay. And this is a New Jersey. Now I've got two jersey mods on for the Rams. I was trying to see if it would conflict. I don't think they're conflicting. I think they're actually working fine. So they've got mad options now. This joint is crazy. This joint goes crazy. I would rock this. Just shout out to the Marshall Falk Rams. The only reason I'm not gonna rock it though, because there's no. I wish we had a field that went with it. If we had a dark blue and gold field, that joint would go crazy. And they got the gold joint, little alternate there. Yeah, so as you guys can see, there's a lot. There's a lot of different options. Yeah, I think that'll be a nice matchup. Let's see how it goes. I got a little history with Jared Goff on the stream. This dude usually be tearing me up. Pause. So hopefully we can kind of keep this dude in check with the Rams defensive line. So we'll see. This dude be going crazy.
From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Up next, let's keep it in the NFC for this game between the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams. In his spot on the visiting sideline, that's Lions head coach Dan Campbell. These guys hoping to make it 2 wins in a row this week. In the same role on the opposing sideline, Rams head coach Sean McVay.
This one is crazy. Like, I'm just looking at it. It's almost as if everybody has an accessory change. Got some tattoos involved as well. Look like we're kicking.
Welcome everyone.
Oh yeah, this this camera takes a little bit to get used to. Let's see how we feel about it. We don't necessarily have to stick with it, but we'll see.
So the Lions take the field for their first drive. Breathing them out, got his first MVP votes after a career best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns,
I'm gonna test him early, man. I'm bringing some pressure.
Finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help.
Oh yeah, run blitz all over.
The most important stat, the win.
And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huey, who gotta have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap.
The scoreboard is kind of in the way when I do this.
Out of the shotgun, Goff.
Uh-oh. Okay, blitz didn't work that time.
Reaching up to the 33. Give him 13 on that play. And the Lions have a first down.
I don't dislike the camera. It's just in the way of the scoreboard.
Sends it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
He's brought down at the 37.
Well, Brock, they're dealing with injury right now, as we can all see, but you wouldn't know it with how they've played or their record. How have they been able to do it?
You know, kid, I think this is a testament.
Uh-oh.
And not just a team on the field, but this is a team off the field.
I thought he was going to break out of that.
This is why you build 1 through 53 on a roster. You just can't have 22 starters. You've got to have the depth.
Look at this guy try to run through these. Wait a minute. Lou, she said, what is the best PC roster you use currently? I don't want to say one is better than the other because I've only used one. So the only one I know of is the one I just downloaded. It's from a user named Jetski. So I just use that one, but it's not a roster. It's a franchise file, if that makes sense.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Shotgun handoff to Vucky. Escapes a defender.
No way.
First down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs.
They're not even throwing it.
Here's the give on.
I'm on them. Let's go. That's a user for him. Oh, these guys are crazy. I forgot it's Dan Campbell. Dan Gamble.
Those guys impressively got on the edge and caught him.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs that run like 4.
Oh, this guy's wide open.
Really thankful.
Okay.
Play quarterback in today's game.
And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25.
Where is Gibbs? Is he hurt? That's a good question. No, he's not hurt. Ooh, that boy a 98. I actually wasn't paying attention to who was running the ball. Are they not? Yeah, what are they doing? Oh, he got 1 carry. That's interesting.
That's a gain of 10 and staring at that turnover.
Keep an eye out for him. Yeah, they've got sailors in. What's up with sailors? I don't know about that.
Blown back, gets the handoff.
He's trying to make some plays, but what's going on with that? Why is he
Next guy gets him for a loss.
swapping out for Gibbs?
The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
There he is. Yeah, he was out for a while. That's interesting. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's go. That's the donation.
These guys excited, Brock, but cue the old record scratch sound effect as that defense forces an opening drive turnover.
Yeah, just a reminder for this quarterback that decision-making each and every week is at a premium, and don't look at the stats. Study your opponent.
So here come the Rams on offense, ready for their opening drive. It's a 17-year pro steering this ship, Brock, an active leader in basically every passing.
What was that? What did it say? 35 touchdowns and 4 picks.
Hall of Fame case, Matthew Stafford.
Yeesh. Definitely MVP this year. Let's just go back to that. Yeah, they kind of go with the play action. He's let it rip, but that's a throw I would make, thinking that this guy was going to break open, but I don't know. Not sure about that throw. Good pick.
For the 3rd time in 4 years, Kate, a season ago, getting them their first postseason win, in fact, since Super Bowl 56. This guy, he already sits top 10 in career completions, yards, and touchdowns. He's been the model of consistency.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Hold on, if you said, you see what you were saying about the next. Was there anybody specific that you think looks a little bit weird?
Stafford from the gun. Quick slant taken in by Nakua.
Because I was looking at Stafford on Twitter
It's 16 yards on that play.
and golf as well. I didn't see golf. Let's take a look at golf as soon as this replay is over.
Part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion.
But I'm with Malik. I think Malik was the one who said it in the chat. He was like, maybe we just take the oh, what is going on here? What in the world? I can't. Oh, that was weird. Yeah, like, bro, like, this dude's neck is too long, literally. Like, his neck is too long. Like, it looks fine at certain angles, but like from the front, it looks crazy. So I think the solution would probably be, I think, in my personal opinion, I think, because I like the helmet tilt mod. Like, I think it has an impact, but I just think it, I just think it would, I think the small pads mod brings a little bit more value. So if I had to remove one, because I don't think they play nice together, I think I would probably remove that one. Because you'll notice, like, some players look fine. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you look like a lot of the players look perfectly fine. But it's just some of the other ones don't. And Malik, you said Madden has good helmet tilt. I don't know why people complain about it. I'll be honest with you, bro. I wouldn't have noticed anything if or even thought of, I guess, that being something I wanted to change if people hadn't pointed it out or brought it up, but you know what I mean? I think from what I had seen, people were complaining a little bit more about that in college football as Stafford throws one into the dirt. GFF, what's good? What's good? Just trying some new mods out, you know.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Bro, we got a 97 overall quarterback. We throwing freaking dirt balls.
As they come to the line. Throwing is Stafford on third.
Dang.
Too far in front of him, so now they're facing fourth down. So they couldn't throw for it on third down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
I would have liked to either hit some of those passes or get a better completion percentage there, but oh crap! I wanted that to go out.
He has it at the 13. And something on the return.
Try the bigger helmet mod again. Couple reasons I haven't been using that is, number one, I don't know if it's been updated, and if it has been updated, I don't know where it's at. I saw that screen a mile away. I meant to say.
They blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know coordinator quarterback don't be upset with that first down, because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a...
Oh my goodness, Gibbs scares me so much.
Get him 7 there. It's third down coming up.
So much to like about that run, Kate.
Because you can always see he's like one broken tackle away.
Fortunate they were able to track him down before...
I'm playing cover 2.
Crossing that first down marker.
Oh,
Goff now on third down. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it.
that was a little bit weird. So when I was looking at this, you saw this one guy went in motion, and his guy didn't go with him, so I thought he was going to throw it here, but I also thought he could have ran for it, but he tried to throw it at the last second. Falcons beating the Rams 21-0. Are they playing their starters, though? I feel like they're not. I was actually curious where they're going to. Oh, wait, is Stafford? It is Stafford? Wait, what in the world? Hold up. I thought they... Wait. I see Stafford on that box score, bro. You guys know me. I try not to box score watch, though. Because we don't be knowing what be going on. I wasn't sure, like, what the playoff look was right now for these teams. And, like, who needs to really be playing and who needs to not. Like, who's clinched and who's not.
Set to go back on offense. And no one has been better than him at finding the end zone through the air all year. He's
read option for Stafford is crazy. Definitely not calling that tonight.
Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Big 20.
I just want kind of Devontae to sit down, maybe like a 7-yard. Let me see what's going on there. Yo, am I tripping? What? Hold on. Like, what is going on right here? Is my passing style messed up? Passing type? Placement. Yes, this is my joint. Like, what is this? This dude's throwing dirt balls. Like, huh? Set feet? I'm thinking I'm about to be throwing dots, and
I can promise you that is a throw.
Putting on my Zach Wilson. What is this?
As this game goes on, that is a prime one that DB could cut off and take the other way.
Dang, okay.
Stafford to throw again on 2nd. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Nah, something's weird right now. Something's got to be weird. What's up? Yes, highest priority. I just wanted to make sure. Oh, nah, this is crazy. Like, wait, hold on a minute. Oh, man, wait, it's a little crazy.
That DB certainly was.
All right. Oh, nah, this is...
Third and long. They're going to throw. He finds it.
I had to high point it. Did y'all see that?
At the 38.
Hold on, let me show y'all this again. Just to make sure this dude didn't throw a dirt ball, I high pointed it. And it's normal. It's not even high. I high pointed it and it's on his chest. All right, guys, we high pointing tonight.
19 on that pickup.
We high pointing tonight. All good.
First down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Straight ahead with Williams.
Big runs.
All the way to the 25 before they stop it. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Okay, I don't know how you say your name because it looks like this is a bunch of L's, but that's good to know, man. I didn't know. It must be. Oh goodness.
Buying some time right.
He tried to one-hand that crap. That was a dangerous throw. Yo, Stafford, bro, get up and stop playing around with me, please. Please stop playing around with me on this stream, bro.
Training staff working on him now.
Bro, get back in the game, gang. What are you doing? Oh, no.
Another try.
Who's their backup?
It's 2nd and 10.
Jimmy Garoppolo. Bro, ain't no way we in here with Jimmy Garoppolo, bro. They knocked out, what's his name? Stafford. Oh, this is crazy, man. We got this. Jimmy Garoppolo. What the?
Draw play. This is Williams.
Oh, my lineman was kind of messing me up. I'm definitely going to be throwing dirt balls with him. Hold on. Let's see if we need Stafford back immediately. Yep, get back in there, man. Yeah, we're not doing that. Get back in there, bro. Like, you crazy right now. Whew. I'm going to throw this joint to Puka across the middle. And I'm going to high point it to him. Let's see what happens.
Throw here. 3rd down.
Oh.
Escapes the pocket. Connects with him down the
Okay, that didn't really go how I wanted it to, but it worked. Did he catch that? They're going to review it.
15 yards.
I don't know if he got his feet in.
Looking for here. Did he secure the catch and maintain it while also getting both feet down?
Yeah, this is why it's a perfect look. This is why teams
Oh, I think he
scout body
did, maybe.
control and field awareness for these pass catchers. For moments like this, he did not have much margin for error, and it happens oh so fast.
Are they going to let us keep it?
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still.
Oh, they challenged it? Okay. Yeah, it's not a scoring play. Woo, on the run. You see, that time I high pointed it. Oof. Hey, whatever they say. If they say I got it, I got it then.
Third one, if their next challenge leads to an
I don't love this play call.
First and goal. Here's Williams.
It's easy.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
It's like a weird little stutter there, though, when I ran into the end zone.
Kyron Williams, the touchdown.
Oh, and yeah, that was one other thing that I forgot.
On the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
I meant to.
Down here that could score rushing touchdowns. It takes the whole
Well, if you said the runs look too easy, they might be, because you know they're too easy on the default game. So we got to see.
That's a touchdown.
Now, one thing that's not too easy with this
offensively.
mod is the kicking. I hit that one though. Yeah. So one thing about that's that's a legacy issue, really, just a Madden legacy issue is just for whatever reason, if you call inside zone 46 base, the defense just crashes out for some reason. Might have accidentally kicked this out of bounds. Nah, that's good.
Here's Raymond on the return. He dodged the tackle. And a decent
I was talking to some of the boys. Where was I at?
Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense.
I forgot who I was chatting with. Maybe it was on Twitter, in the Twitter comment section. And one dude was like, bro, I went through the playbook and took out every inside zone and I just don't call it no more. And that's a good way to do it. But I know a lot of people aren't going to do that.
On the gun,
Now, golf ain't throwing no dirt balls. What the heck?
Up near the 38-yard line before going down. Just a yard left to go on second down.
Brings up second and a yard at the 38-yard line.
Now gone. Has it downfield working the left.
See ya.
Out of the 10. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit.
Dang.
The Lions trim the lead to 1. I love
Rip the
plays
seam.
like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your
Flat-footed.
team to
You're going.
and show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to
Dang. Just rip this seam with Jameson Williams like that? I ain't gonna lie, guys. He kind of dripped out, too. Look at him, bro. He got the cleats, got the undershirt, the long sleeve shirt, the mouthpiece, the what you call it, the turtleneck. He got everything on, man. Sheesh. That's unbelievable. Yeah, that's that. What's it? He got like a 99 speed or something like that? Because that's crazy. 98, yeah. Whew. It's one thing I try to tell y'all too. Even though, you know, I told you guys we've been playing with the 90 threshold, they still got a chance if you get it to your guys with space. So man, this is crazy, bro. This is Kirk Cousins walking down Matthew Stafford on Monday Night Football. I don't think I expected that.
Returnable from the 1. This makes it up to the 25. The Rams, then receiver Puka Nacua back out to take possession. And as he approaches the
93
100
receptions for
mark of the
Puka.
season,
We gotta get him to 100.
his pace has been among the best in the NFL so far.
But let's see what we can do with this run game first and
Here's
foremost.
first and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive.
Couldn't get it to the outside.
1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook.
Tight end screen, it looks fun.
On second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Back to throw here, Stafford. Throw left side.
Maybe not.
complete. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, his big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and
Here
12.
he goes, 3rd and long.
Oh my God, Hutchinson's right there. I think we have a chance to react.
Back to back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Santucci, Madden looks so goated. It is, bro. It's kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie. That's one thing I always been preaching, bro. It's different out here, man, with the mods on.
In the second.
Malik, you said what's going on with the Rams game tonight? Yeah, I'm looking at it, bro. I'm like, bro, Stafford got 2 picks. Like, what are they doing out there? You said what file are you using? Your players got more equipment in this file compared to what I'm using. So I'm using if you want to, you can rewind the stream to see what I downloaded, but this is Jet Ski's file combined with the franchise enhancer week 15 file. So it's I used the equipment transfer tool to get the accessories from Jet Ski's joint over to the what you call it, to the enhanced franchise file. Wave Picks, you said, yo, what'd you think of the game last night? It was crazy, seriously. Like we were talking about a little bit earlier, man, and Brock Purdy and Caleb, man, they put on a show. I don't know, maybe I'm gassing it, but it reminded me a little bit of that game. Oh, this is crazy. Golf is going off. It reminded me a little bit of that game of the Rams versus the Chiefs. Remember when it was golf? versus Mahomes way back in the day when they were wearing them bright behind jerseys. Oh, Goff is going off on me, guys. This might be bad. He's going crazy. All right, come on, guys, lock in. And then they can run it if they want. Oh, this is crazy, low key. Yo, this might be, yo, guys, this might be crazy. My bad. Yo.
So Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things.
Yeah, no, I was expecting more of a defensive game because remember Brock Purdy came right out and threw the pick six.
So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
So I felt the same as you did. I'm thinking, yo.
Good on the extra point attempt. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7.
Is a camera angle a mod? Yeah, that's a mod as well. At the start of the stream, I showed the entire mod list.
From the 2.
Oh, got lit up.
Down just inside the 25.
All right, so we gotta do something about this this passing game right here because they're kind of sabotaging me, making me throw all these dirt balls. So we gotta lock in.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30.
Let's get a run in.
2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Up the gut they go.
Oh, I got stopped. No, we got it. There we go.
Is enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the
I would like to hit Puka here on this sideline, but Stafford can't throw to the sidelines for some reason.
Throwing now on 1st down. Stafford.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, you cannot throw the ball to the sideline, so that's not good.
The target on that throw. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Oh, yeah. So actually, Golden Wolf, you made a great point. So I got on Repent's photorealistic reshade. I was messing around with it. You guys know I run it sometimes, but I don't like running it that much because it's extremely performance heavy. So there was another reshade in the Discord that I meant to download that I forgot to download. I actually meant to do that before the stream and I didn't. So we'll have to save that for another day. Oof, the tackling good too. Okay, we gotta lock in.
So Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Looking Puka across the middle. Come on, Puka! That's the speed! Let's go! One more! For the 90 threshold, fam. We housing slants on 90 thresh. Sheesh. Come on, man.
You know, Kate, there's a reason that slant route has been in playbooks, I don't know, since football began.
And he housed that crap too. We going.
On the run, on target, on time, big plays can follow.
Yo, man, we might be scoring like San Francisco and Chicago. Oof. Just trying not to miss the kick. Helmet tilt mod goes crazy. You can't lie. So, okay, do you mean that in a good way or a bad way? Because I actually think it looks kind of weird on certain players, specifically the quarterbacks. I think it looks a little bit odd on Stafford and Goff. Wave Picks, you said, how does that weather franchise mod work? I'm not sure what you're talking about. I haven't seen that one.
At their own 22-yard line.
All right, guys, we gotta I'm gonna change up my defense because we can't let Jameson get behind us like that again. We gotta make sure we got people deep. I've been blitzing and cover one and all that. We gotta get ready for that.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little It's critical.
Yeah, so we were looking at that, and so I don't know, like, so certain players, like, it looks really good. You know what I mean? So like certain players, they got a normal neck, like, you know, normal neck length. Because it's a combination of the helmet tilt and the smaller pads mod, right? So some of the guys look great. However, you then swing by over to Mr. Golf over here, and this dude look like, I don't know. You gotta get the right angle. This dude look crazy. Look sometimes, so it, you know, it can just look a little bit weird depending on the angle. Sometimes. Who you got getting the #1 seed in the NFC? I don't know. So what are the scenarios? Is it because isn't San Francisco now in play? Is it between San Francisco and Seattle, or is it are the Rams still in play? Like, how is that working? Well, the Rams were down 21-0, so they don't look like they're going to be in play regardless.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now.
Seahawks versus Niners. Winner gets #1. Guys, call me crazy. I think the Niners are going to take care of business. I don't know. I'm not sure. I like the Seahawks though. The Seahawks are good. I love the way they're built. Like, I like the defense. And then you got to think too, the 49ers, how much defensive pressure are they going to be able to put on Sam Darnold? Because they don't got no, like, they not pass rushing like that. Heavy rain? You got to argue that I think that benefits Seattle. They're used to it over there.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. Finds him over the middle.
Hit him.
So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down is short, but they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Oh. I'm just worried about Jameson in this scene.
On 3rd and 2.
Dang. Sam Darnold's a turnover machine. Sam Darnold chokes under pressure. But my question is, versus the 49ers, is there going to be pressure? Right? How much pressure was Caleb Williams under last night?
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted.
You know what I mean?
Going right where he wanted to.
And is the Seahawks defense has kind of had the 49ers, I don't want to say in check, but, you know, is it going to look the way it looked last night? The 49ers are coming back off of two straight 40-point games? Can they do it again? Maybe. So that, but it's a great matchup. Got him. That's a user.
That pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
OXF. You said when you load into a game, like, my screen freezes. Oh no! Please stop him. Oh, that's crazy. 200 yards in the first half for Goff. Yeah, OXF, that is not enough information to go off of. I'm not sure what your issue is. Just make sure you're not using outdated mods and stuff like that. It could be so many different things.
Offense to the line fast.
Stop him. Huge stop. Shady Mike troubleshooting. Hey, man. Let's start charging jokers by the hour. That's a joke. No, nobody clipped that. Oh, and he delivers a strike. I brought the blitz. This dude just rolled through the stadium. Now, I'm trying to throw the ball wide open, and I can't hit a receiver, but this dude hits that. Look at this. Look, man in his face, getting drilled. Just a die. I'm throwing that into no, I'm throwing this into the ground. Come on, man.
Faster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Do you think AJ Brown's gonna get traded next season? Hope so. Personally, AJ Brown to the Bills for Keon Coleman and a 1. Who says no? Who says no?
Fox now to kick this one away. Fields this one at the 3.
Oh, he got me. I didn't think he was going to be able to get me.
To about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Rams, then receiver Puka Nacua back out to take possession. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford.
I dropped it. That sucks. I was late on it too.
This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
This is hauled in.
All right, let's go.
6-yard line. First down throw here for Stafford. Hauled in by Adams over the middle.
Come on, one more.
At the 43-yard line.
Number 17, Devontae Adams. A 7-yard pickup.
Stafford thrown again. Connects with Adams again.
All right, let's take it to a 2-minute.
44 before he stopped.
All right.
New set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Like to take a shot here, but you can clearly see they got their deep safeties.
Stafford's going to throw once more. Knocked away, and that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up 2nd down. You never want to overlook those Mike backers when you're throwing short, Brock. So often it's those guys and not the corners or the safeties that are going to be the ones in there breaking those up.
Yeah, and so often these linebackers of today, these middle linebackers, are just oversized safeties. They can really run and play the ball as he just did.
It's Stafford once more.
Block him.
Has him on the quick hit.
Dang it.
And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
I low-key want to just hit the running back out of the backfield.
Now Stafford again. That's caught by Williams. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line.
That's another Rams 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Stafford. Catch made right side by Nacua. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the net. The Rams working out of the hurry up.
That's another Rams 1st.
I'd love to hit this wheel.
1st and 10.
From the red zone on 1st.
It's not there.
Hits his running back.
Good blocks.
It's another 1st down on this.
Who took a timeout?
This time they're into 1st and goal.
11 more yards.
Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Oh. They took the timeout. That's...
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Set. Zebra.
From the gun, a carry by Williams.
Might as well just run it in.
Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams earn the chance to tie before halftime. this habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far.
Smitty's good enough to be a number one. He's been a number one in my opinion, right? Do you have any experience using the Madden franchise editor? Every time I try to view edit the week's schedule, I mean, yes, I do have experience using it, but I don't know what your question is. Oh, please don't miss. There we go.
Right down the middle. It's going. And the Rams tie this game at 21.
When looking at your modding tutorial for 26, I can't seem to see. I guess that says image files in the EA Play app on PC. I'm not sure what that means or what exactly you're struggling to do.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center.
Is the gameplay mod this CNR's realistic gameplay? I actually have never heard of that before, but this is Sabo's gameplay mod. Do you think Madden 26 is worth it? Curious because of the $27.99 sale. I mean, just watch the gameplay. I don't get involved in that type of stuff. You know what I mean? But if you do buy it on the EA app and use code ShadyMikeGaming. You know what I mean? Worth is subjective. I never really know how to answer that. All right, we gotta stop golf here. Gotta stop golf. Get them on the ground. They can do that all day. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know if I would have done that. Now they can't get a. Now they can't get a timeout.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Or sorry, like for a Hail Mary if they wanted to try one.
To the air on first down. Here's Goff.
No, do not let him get out of bounds.
And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield.
I'm playing a 10-yard cushion. 10 yards. And you can't break on that? You've got help over top. How do you give this up? How do you give this up? Oh, my God.
That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Lions have a first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Gonna throw again. Goff.
Oh, and Goff is breaking sacks, but that's huge. They're not going to get. Why is the clock not running?
Changes the play they go with now on.
How's the clock not running? Hello? Yeah. This crap. Oh, I thought they weren't going to get it. Okay. Oh.
A mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. And with the clock just about to strike zero,
they're going to try a field goal?
1 second to go in our half.
Does he have the leg?
Bates out for the Lions field goal try. We better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. Has the direction, but not the distance.
Oh, he missed. I'm like, wait, what?
We send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime.
Oh, heck nah, bro.
Okay, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in.
We'll catch up with the rest of the league later. Let's go right through halftime and on to the start.
I'm like, dude, this guy, what is this? From 63? I thought he hit it. Oh my, I thought he hit it for a second. All right, well, he's got the leg here. We got to keep that in mind. He's got the leg. Ooh, so yeah, his really inside the 45-yard line. That's all they got to be. If they're inside the 45, maybe 43-yard line, he can knock this through. Sheesh. Oh man. I'm not sure if your name is Lizzie. Yeah, like I said, I've used the franchise editor to edit like what is it, like fatigue and stuff like that. But I'm not sure exactly what the process is for changing the schedule. I would probably hit the Discord with that, because I'm pretty sure there's this. Oh, okay, just don't block that guy. Pretty sure there's a thread and stuff for stuff like that.
The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyron Williams again.
Wave picks. I don't know if I answered you, but yes, the player likeness mod does work. I got it on right now.
Call here coming from the shotgun.
Give me radar.
Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna work.
Stafford from the gun.
I saw that alignment. I was gonna try and house that crap off rip low key.
That's gonna go as a gain of 13
Just rip the
yards.
seam because they had nobody lined up over Devontae. I'm not sure if that's the way you want to go with that. And they're all over the run game for that one. For those that were saying it was too easy, you got me on that one. Which pants above the knee? Which pants above knees do you like the most from Madden 25 or Madden 26? Are you talking about the mods? I'm assuming, because well, no, he's got to be talking about the mods because obviously they're not in the game by default. I don't even think that's like an opinion question. These are not like a mod. Does that make sense? Like these are just the same pants from College Football 26, if that makes sense.
And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to charge.
Their defense is pretty good
Connects with Puka
for some reason.
And now it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
Quick to the
Get up there and block. Let's go.
And they're going to bring him down at the 36.
I'm finna go crazy with Stafford. Come on, guys.
And the Rams have the first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Wonder what we can get with this play action.
First and 10. Here's Stafford. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
This is bad.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Second and 10.
Here's second and 10 now.
I want to run it because I just want to look. I want to see if I can get in field goal range here.
Now it's Williams.
But we didn't get a lot. I don't know how my kicker is. If my kicker's good or not. I feel like he's not.
Success on first down, Cade.
Hopefully college football comes to pieces soon. I already know the mods will be lit. I hope so too.
As a hitter, is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
No.
Holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come up big on third down there with the set.
A loss of 7.
The ultimate team
They still want me to kick the field goal.
so many times, games within the game, individual battles, and right now they don't have an answer for this guy. It may be time to turn the line to Chip to find some way to protect the quarterback.
All right, there's no way we would make this. Literally no way.
Yard attempt.
It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right.
Like, bro, it's impossible. All right.
Remains tied.
Dang, bro.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards.
All right, I should have punted that. I knew that was going to happen.
It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up.
Oh, my goodness, the
The
kick.
Lions and running back David Montgomery getting back to work. On the
Sheesh.
table there last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal, trying to miss the mark. Good field position for the Lions.
Yeah, I kicked that to the water boy, bro. I kicked that to the cameraman. What the Jerry Goff draw? Please kill him.
Yards, and now they'll have second down and
What
3.
in the?
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure nice.
I'm so sick right now. Defense, lock in.
This is Gibbs on second down.
There we go.
Whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work.
Any idea why the MMC won't launch the game and it just crashes? No, actually. I would, yeah, like my advice on that pretty much is always going to be the same. Watch the modding tutorial. If you can't figure it out after that, go in Discord and see if anybody else has the same issue as you, right? Like, one thing I've been getting a ton of like troubleshooting questions for Madden because people can't get their mods to work for some reason. The odds of you having an issue that no one else has had is basically 0. Yo, get this man on the ground, please. So usually watch the tutorial, see if it works. If it doesn't work for you for some reason, double check and make sure you didn't mess up somewhere. And if you still having issues, just see what's up in the Discord. Use the search function in the Discord, because that's what I do whenever I run into, whenever I run into issues, if that makes sense.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line.
3rd and 2. Can we get a stop? Can I get a?
He releases. He gets out. He gets some leverage. He gets to that,
And he's in for the Detroit touchdown.
This is crazy. This dude, golf is the GOAT. And Jameson Williamson is Randy Moss now. So
some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the
look at
elementary,
this dude.
find the fastest kid and let him run.
That's crazy. He's him.
Bates now for the point after.
Dang. Need MLB The Show on PC. Heck yeah. Wave Picks, have you tried making your own mods? Yeah, I dropped a mod. I drop a mod here and there. I dropped what was it? I think the last one I just stupid little stuff that I don't like and like changing. I think what was it? It was either 24 or 25. I changed Jalen Hurts' stance. Just stupid little stuff. I'm not gonna sit here and make a jersey or something like that. I don't got time for that. But
Just beyond that 25-yard line.
Jandro, you said you've been at it for days and it worked perfectly. Are you saying it was working and then it stopped working? So my question would be literally, what did you do to make it stop working? If you installed a mod or something, just work backwards. You know what I mean?
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford.
Oh God, there's no one there. Oosh. Try to work backwards, man. You know what I mean? And try to uninstall stuff and just try to get back to where you were when things were working. If the program itself is not working, that usually, when I see that usually means that your anti-cheat deleted. Sorry, your antivirus deleted the anti-cheat. If that makes sense, or you've got something wrong with your mod setup. But yeah, I'm trying to be, as direct as possible, right? I'm playing the game and everything works fine. So it's always something on your end. You know what I mean? You just got to figure out what it is, if that makes sense.
Manages a gain of 3 there. And the Rams have the first down.
Or like what you're doing wrong in the process.
31.
Big 20.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Stafford now on first down.
Oof, I was afraid he was going to jump that.
They bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Second and 6
Do
coming
you have
up.
winning Steelers or Ravens? I mean, it's a big if on who the quarterback for the Ravens is going to be, but I mean, we saw that Steelers
Always after making the
offense without DK. It's questionable at best. I think I might like Baltimore regardless of.
down. Chased out to his right.
Oh wow, I cannot believe that actually worked. But I think I've got Baltimore regardless of the quarterback.
From the gun, a carry by
Come on, Corum every time.
this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams can tie it up after hitting Pater in the third. It's a Blake Corum touchdown.
Oh no, please don't miss. There we go.
Levis with a point after.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers and them, they were real bad. They were really bad. It was insane I mean, Shador Sanders tried to donate them the game. He threw an insane interception, like insane, and gave them the ball like they gave. Remember, they gave them the ball like the 38, and they ended the drive at like the 49. Like they just went backwards. So it was really bad. It was really bad.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Off the gut they go with
Good tackles. Come on, we need a stop. Do you know how to fix my game keeps crashing when I have the mods on and I go back to the original anti-cheat? Now it keeps showing. It's a huge stop.
Quick stop by the defense to bring up 4th down. Their punter making his way out now. Jack Fox will kick it away.
Good blocks. No, I have no idea how to fix that. To be honest with you, chances are if you're crashing, there's probably a mod that's out of date or something. I crashed earlier. I don't want to paint the wrong picture. It says you're never ever going to crash if you're using mods. I think sometimes you just crash. I think that's just part of playing the game modded. But as you can see, it usually works pretty good. But sometimes when you crash, it's because your load order could be wrong. It could be because you installed a mod that's old or out of date. So it can be so many different things. One other thing people don't pay attention to, though, is sometimes crashing can be hardware related, right? What are your temps? What is, you know what I mean? What are your temps? Like, are your temps good? Is your CPU cooler working? Is your fans working, right? So, you know what I mean? So it can be so many different things that obviously I can't troubleshoot for everybody that's on the stream, if that makes sense.
Look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react.
Oof, my O-line is super sus at the moment.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
That's incomplete. That's it, 3rd and 4.
Throwing now, Stafford.
Just got to high point it. Just got to high point it.
And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. And when you say century mark for a pass catcher, you're usually thinking single game yards, right? Well, he's just reached a different and more prestigious century mark. That was his 100th catch this season. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Bot, you said what roster is that? It's actually a franchise file that I downloaded at the start of the stream. I do not remember the gentleman's name. I think it's Jet Ski, but it is in the Discord. If you would like to download that.
Certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
Set. Red 80. High 50.
Throwing now on 1st down. Stafford.
Dang, I'll try and get that out to him. That's why I had nobody on him. I should have called a fly.
To get it over that line. 2nd down coming up.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be.
All the toss. This crap almost never works for me, low-key. Blocking trash. Can I get the edge? No, I cannot. If I had got it.
Talk about corners, those corners that both love to tackle and cover. It's kind of the same thing with these defensive ends. Most of them love sacks. They love rushing the quarterback. But those that run down a toss play like that, they separate themselves from others.
Third and long for him here.
Dang.
Adams, the intended target. And
Like, look at my left guard. Can we get pressure like this? Look at my left guard. Like, oh man, and I tried to get it to him, but I high pointed it. Because I had to high, like, you don't want to high point that because he's open. And you just want to put it on his body. But I've been throwing all those dirt balls. So that's just good defense. Got his hands on it, got rocked.
Gonna be stuck with a 4th and long.
On for the field goal.
Let's see if we can hit this.
A 36-yard attempt.
Yes, sir.
And it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game.
Is there a mod for missing coaches
That's the definition.
and real coordinators? Not to my knowledge.
Take this away.
Not to my knowledge.
Here's Raymond on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here.
What's the kicker body type? Somebody else made a comment about the kicker. What does the kicker look like?
From the gun to start.
The kicker's big? Is he? Or is that the punter? I have no confidence that we'll be able to stop Goff and them.
Down by Jared Burris. 2 yards on the pickup.
Bro, what? Is this serious? Yes, sir. My man is putting on for the big dudes. Let's go. Yo, are y'all serious, bro? Yo, this dude. Yo, this dude looked like Sebastian Janikowski in like year 16, bro. When Janikowski was banging in 58 yarders, bro, probably at 265 pounds, man. Oh my gosh, bro. That is great. That's really funny, man. Wow, bro. Who is that, man? Nevis, bro. Yo, he up there, man. That's great. This dude. Shout out to the boy. Hey, a little 96 kick power. All right. Shoot, we might have to.
It's second and
Yeah, all right. We got to stretch that. Oh, we got this stupid bug. I hate this bug.
Play action, Goff.
Ow. How is he just wide open? Ugh.
And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out.
Sean, yeah, you probably installed a mod that is outdated or doesn't work. I have no idea why your mods aren't working, but that if I had to guess, that's what I would guess. Is you probably one of your mods is outdated. I'm not sure which one it would be. Work backwards. You know what I mean? Work backwards on what you can install and uninstall, and hopefully you get it working. Big stops! Come on!
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a third and short stop.
They'll run for this.
Oh, get him. Let's go. Dan Gamble smoked it again.
Will a blitz on fourth down to
Come on.
against a pass?
You are not getting that edge on me.
Sticks when you got a whole defense crashing you right off the snap.
Oh my God, that's so huge.
Rams and receiver Puka Nacua back out to take possession. In their last drive,
Oh wow, it's 24-17. I see that. Rams back in it. Rams got to do it for the stream, bro, in real life.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
Is there a way to get draft classes for the next 2 years while offline? Yeah, just look in the Discord. You gotta, you know what I mean? Because obviously you're offline, so you gotta find them, right? You can't download them, so you gotta look in the Discord for that.
Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
Come on, Quorum. Let's go. Big runs.
Down inside the opposing 30. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game.
I wish I would have been able to house that.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey! Lady!
Rolling from the pistol, Stafford. On the move. That's going to fall incomplete. They wanted to get it right back to him after that run, but no luck on that throw. They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Stafford from the gun. Finds him over the middle.
A flag?
Stafford,
What?
nice pickup, but we've got a flag down. This could wipe that play away. So the refs get him for holding, and that's
Rams coming back. They just blocked a field goal.
Their work doubly is difficult now after that.
All right, we got 2nd and 20 out here, so.
Back to throw. Here's Stafford. Hits him on the out route.
Big time.
He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut.
3rd down and 7.
When they have leverage, how to sell the deep route.
Deuce, you asked what different mods do you use? I saw.
Throwing his Stafford on 3rd. Catch made.
Yeah, I mean, obviously all the mods I get are in the Discord. Obviously, that's where you're gonna get them, but I don't have a list or anything in Discord. If you rewind the stream though, all the way to the start, I did show my mod list of everything that I'm using. I really want to score here.
Give to Corum from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Okay, this one you got to be careful to just run it.
This goes for people in the chat. If your mods don't work and problem is hard, just factory reset your computer.
But more importantly, this defensive front.
First of all, there's no mod issue that should ever cause you to have to factory reset your computer. So I would not, I personally would not listen to that. No disrespect meant, but you should never have to factory reset your computer for mods. That's a little much. I don't even know what's going on with that.
Looking to throw. Pass it in close. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's
Dang.
4th and maybe a yard.
4th and 1.
So
I'm going for it.
comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
Power EG, you like that? Bro, this factory reset the whole thing, man. It's no biggie. You got it.
He's back to throw. partner, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a 1st and goal.
That's huge.
Now, before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half.
He didn't score? Yo, my monitor just broke. Bought a new one, and then I'm going to get a good PC, I think. Okay. Yeah, that's a good way to go about it. You should always... This isn't a touchdown? I'm thinking about challenging it, but no, he's definitely not across the plane, but it's about as close as you can get. He doesn't... Hold on a second. I'm sorry, guys. Let me see this. He doesn't ever... This is a touchdown. Like, I'm sorry. This is a touchdown. Is this not across the plane? It was close, but this is a touchdown. Like, that is a touchdown.
Set up some careful
Do you challenge it? I mean, it's supposed to challenge itself if it's a scoring play, but they're not going to overturn this.
Right here. Did they get this right?
And I know both sidelines are furiously pleading their cases about what their eyes see. But fortunately, the eye in the sky and the replays will give us a clear answer.
Yeah.
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts with their trouble. Trying to sneak with Stafford. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second. They closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be 2nd and goal.
All right, now I'm just being petty. He still didn't cross the plane, bro. Okay, I think that time they actually did stop him. Ugh.
Pervadingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
What are we doing? Is my game frozen?
Options are open here, and this is 2nd and inches.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. These guys are just freaking locking me down. What the frick?
He tries to sneak in.
There we go. I wish they had a mode in PS5. I'm assuming you're saying you wish they had mods on PS5. I'm guessing.
I don't think that defense was ready for that kind of push at the point of attack. I think they were thinking outside run, play action.
All right, 10 points.
Right up the middle.
2 minutes. No BS, please. Is a RTX 5060 good? I mean, how am I supposed to answer that question? First and foremost, I literally don't have that card, right? I don't know if anyone else in the chat has a 5060 that can help my brother out, but I don't have that card, so I can't tell you if it's good or not. I think also one should probably ask good for what, right? What are you trying to do? You know what I mean? That's going to be a big, right? Like, is it good for what? What are you trying to do? Here we go with the bull crap, bro. That's going to take us to 2 minutes. Keenan, what's good, bro? Take us to 2 minute. Man, honestly, bro, the craziness, I feel bad for anybody trying to build a computer right now because of this RAM situation. So my problem with this, and this is just me, just being honest with you guys, what's annoying about this is I feel like if I threw this pass, I think this guy, I don't know, I feel like he intercepts this. That's what's annoying for me. I feel like he either bats this down or intercepts that. But I don't know. Yeah, one thing too, when people be asking me about computer parts, I don't be talking to people about computer parts because you know, a lot of people knows like I used to build computers and stuff for people. Like, you know, I really do this. Like, you know, I work in IT and all that. So like, I really, you know, I be buying this stuff. I don't just be talking about it. So my problem is you make one comment, say, oh yeah, I like this. I've had it happen. And then people go and buy something and they don't like it. Like, oh, Shady Mike told me to buy it. So you guys will notice I kind of never recommend anything other than exactly what I have. So if you look in the description of this video, I think I put it in there. My entire setup is in the description. So that's the stuff I recommend, and that's it. Nothing more, nothing less, because you know, people be buying other stuff. Oh, this broke and that broke, and Shady said this, and yeah, I don't like being on the hook for stuff like that.
Gets him on the in route. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Detroit's moving the ball. You got to remember they got that kicker that can really look at this crap. No way.
He's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions make it a 4-point game here in the fourth. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come...
Bruh. Like, this is like, I don't like this. Like, and this is a crazy thing. I've been talking about this for years. This is cover 2-man. Like, this is your guy. Like how... I guess I understand because it looks like this guy got beat right off the line. He's been getting beat all night, so you don't know if he's going deep or not. But you got to be able to try to recover, I guess, better here. But that's just a good throw, a good play by the CPU, ripping the seams, man. This could be a generational choke job, but they got to get an onside kick. Let's not. Right, yeah, they got no timeouts. I think this is over. As long as I get the onside kick. I've never seen the CPU get an onside kick before. I don't even know how they'd be kicking it. Yo, imagine if he dropped that crap. Oh my God, that was a little too close. I wasn't even controlling this guy. A little bounce. Why would you like? It's not. It didn't even go far enough, right? It has to go to the 45. I wouldn't have even touched that, but we got it. Lucky for us.
Well, that's gonna do it, Brock.
Falcons about to choke versus the Rams. Yeah, 24-17. And they were up. What were they up? 17-0? Or was it 21-0?
That was an offense, the greatest formation in the history of football. You know what that is, Kate?
Line it up, boys.
The victory formation.
A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win.
I don't even have to snap this, but I will.
Drawn up for it.
24 up, 24-3. What do the Falcons be doing, bro?
And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths because
hey, Keenan, not gonna lie to you, bro.
Breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
The college mod alone was enough to make me update. That was the one that because I was like 2 patches back. I was 2 patches back.
Right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating.
Look at Jameson Williams. I can't wait to see his stats. He was going insane. But I did my thing too. Yo, Power G, and I be telling people, not for nothing, like, I understand why people don't update, because I literally like had to take a full day out of my weekend just to get all my mods back to how they were before, you know what I mean, before the past few updates, so I could use the most recent stuff. All right, 35-38. That was a lot of that was a whole lot of offense. I beat them in first downs. They beat me in total offense. They ran it well. We both ran it well. about equal. So, but I have 4 rushing touchdowns. That's crazy because of this one with Stafford. But the passing, they were way better just because I couldn't complete passes because of the weird dirt ball issue there. No fumbles. They threw a pick. I didn't. Beat him in time of possession. Total plays. Killed him in total plays, really. See what Golf and them are up to. I've been sitting in offline mode since October. Yeah, I was right there with you. Same. It's just about when I last updated, before most recently. Yoshi, I was looking at the Jumbotron. You got the Real Stadium. I think it's called Real Stadium Experience by A. Holbert. That's a go-to, man. That's a go-to. Been using that probably 5 years. I got Madden on Steam, so I'm forced to update. Nah, it's the same as the EA app. You do the same exact thing. You just put it on offline mode. You don't got to update if you don't want to. Pirate G, so I'm ready to get back into my ATD roster on 2K, see if I still got it. I was actually looking at, somebody sent me a message the other day. They were like, yo, like, you know, try. So I don't know if like, what's that joint? The joint with Celtic. I don't know if that joint came out for PC, but someone was sending me a message the other day like, yo, did you try your joint with the ATD roster? And I was telling them, I said, yo, bro, the best thing about that is I try to tell people all the time, like, when I make sliders for 2K, I make it for the base game. All of that extra stuff, the ATD stuff, is going to makes the gameplay 10 times better. Like, it's just smooth. It works together. So, but as you, as all people know, the problem though is it's just a lot of work. And I'm not even trying to get into like a rant, but I was looking on 2K Specialists and they got a roster editor. These dudes are trying to sell the roster editor. I'm like, and when I say we, I don't mean me, because I don't make rosters. I told you I'm not making no roster for nobody. I'm not doing it. You better than me. You like, how you gonna sell a roster editor? Like, we making the game better for everybody. Like, I gotta pay for a roster editor. So yeah, no, I'll be chilling. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just, you know me, I'm different, bro. I don't even, just the concept of that don't make no sense. But all right, you gonna sell me the roster editor and say go make me a roster? Let me stop. I ain't even getting into that, but okay. Golf was 28 of 31, 399, no biggie, 90%, 400 yards, 4 tuds, 2 incompletions if you count the one that was a pick. That was insane. They kind of abandoned the run. They couldn't get Gibbs going, which was interesting. This guy Sailors was in there. This guy, look at the depth. Look at the rotation, Montgomery, Gibbs, and so Golf was slinging it. So I understand that. St. Brown 5 for 90, but Jameson Williams 4 for 100, just a 62, and then he had another long one, so just wasn't enough for them. Take a look at what my defense was doing. Got 2 sacks on Golf and a pick. That's pretty big. I don't think there were any forced fumbles. Nope. Let's see what my offense was up to. Yo, man, what up? I'm sure you already talked about yesterday's game, but man, that was painful. My Bills might be cooked. Oh, the Eagles game? No, we didn't talk about the Eagles. No, we didn't talk about the Eagles. I mean, what's there to talk about? I mean, I thought that, I don't know. I don't know, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It might just be me getting older. Like, I thought that game, there was a lot to take in. You guys know my stance on the Bills. You guys know my stance on the Eagles. I don't think the Bills are that good. And I actually mean that in the most, what's the word I'm looking for? Complimentary way to Josh Allen. I don't think the Bills are that good. I just don't think they're that good. Now, the Eagles have an incredible ability to make every team look good because we are by far the most incompetent offense on the planet, right? I don't think, no, but that's the thing, Keenan. I don't think the Bills are frauds. I think they're You know what I mean? I think they're just not that good, right? Like, as in, they don't have good players. They don't have high paid players. They're literally not that good. And so Josh Allen, and I'm never going to come on here and cape too hard for Josh because he's got his whole fan club. Like, he gets a lot of defense. But like there's like and I'm gonna go here, and y'all won't like it, but I'm going, and Power UG will laugh. But it's the Joel Embiid tax. It's like, I have a trash team, but I'm so good I elevate them to be in conversations we shouldn't be in. And then people say, oh, well, you didn't get to the Super Bowl. They're not going to the Super Bowl. They don't have a Super Bowl roster. They don't have Super Bowl receivers. They don't have a Super Bowl line. They don't have a Super Bowl defense. They are not a Super Bowl team. I don't even know when that's. Oh, Patrick Mahomes and Lamar aren't here. Josh has to go to the Super Bowl. No, he doesn't. They're not going. I don't know who. I don't know where this started. I said this the last time I streamed. What do we look like? What do y'all be looking at? Like, they're not that good. Sorry. But they gotta get players. And they gotta build a team, right? I don't know. So I don't know who, actually, I'm not a Bills fan. I don't watch the Bills like that. I don't know who you blame. You know, like, I don't know. I don't know who you blame. Josh wasn't great, but he got them in a position and honestly, I'm not even giving Josh a lot of credit because he was kind of bad a lot. He made some nut plays. The sack, a lot of people will miss this. A lot of people will miss this. I'm gonna go in on Josh for a second. He has a fumble that he throws the ball backwards and the ball goes 30 yards and he just looks at the ref like, get the ball. That was like some Cam Newton crap. Then he has a sack where he runs like 28 yards backwards and gets sacked and puts him out of field goal range. And I'm like, you know what I mean? So it's because you don't want to blame him because he's the only reason they're in the game. But it's just like, sometimes like, you got to cut the Superman crap. That don't work ever. It never works. It's not a thing in the league. Like, y'all know that it's not enough. So people want to get on Jalen because of the passing yards. I'm not doing that with you guys. I'm sorry. Like, our teams, like, our coaches are clowns. Like, I saw a tweet, it was so funny. They're like, Nick Sirianni created the prevent offense. Who passes the ball 6 times and a half? Like, they're an unserious football team. I've been trying to tell you guys that they're not serious. I wouldn't lose sleep over it. I think what the problem is everybody's like wants to do these lists. This guy's top 10, this guy's top 100, this guy's top 30. Jalen was really good in the first half when they were playing normal offense. Then they went into this weird prevent offense. I don't know how it felt as a Bills fan, but that was one of the worst halves of football I ever had to watch. Ever. I'm 32 years old. That's one of the worst halves of football I've ever seen played. Not because Jalen Hurts can't play, but because these dudes were just handing the ball to Saquon. He's getting hit 8 yards in the backfield. And then on 3rd down and 15, they say, hey, Jalen, throw something. Like, it's clown crap. Oh, Juju, $5 donation. You said Lamar gets held to a different standard. I wonder why. Burrow and Allen get no criticism. Let's go, man. Thank you so much for the donation. You weren't here. We hit on Lamar last week. And I am like, I think I'm dead in the middle. Because nobody had a roster like Lamar had coming into this year. And I really they were so many people's Super Bowl picks this year, but I don't know. What do we think about next week? Like, going in versus Pittsburgh, is Lamar going to play? Is he healthy? Is he in a contract dispute? Have you guys heard people saying Lamar is not really hurt? He's in a contract dispute. Right? Like, have y'all heard all this? Like, I don't know what to make of it. Now, let me say something I wanted to say that I didn't get a chance to say in the last stream because it happened after. Oh my God, Keenan, that's the best comment on the stream. We'll talk about that real quick. I don't know John Harbaugh like that. I'm not saying he's a bad person, but I want you guys' thoughts. because I think this came out after my last stream. Did anybody see the story where they said Lamar is playing video games all night and sleeping in on meetings? And did anyone see that come out from like a years long Ravens beat writer that they said nobody would question because he's he's been around for years and stuff like that? Now, my question about that is, who in the actual heck on that team, we gonna get there, Keenan, let that like out? And I said, how weird is I gotta hear from y'all. It ain't crazy. The first time Harbaugh is on the hot seat, all of a sudden, now Lamar plays video games too much. Now, when this dude is throwing 40 plus touchdowns and 2 interceptions, it's hyperbole a little bit. We ain't nobody talking about no video games. Do y'all remember the story when the Lamar had, or when the Ravens had, like, what was it, like a foosball table and pool tables and games and stuff in the locker room? Lamar said, I want that stuff out because we're not winning. So get rid of it. We got to be serious. So how does that story leak all of a sudden just because now Harbaugh is on the hot seat? I'm not saying Harbaugh did it, but that is tacky. Like, as an organization, that's tacky. You know why I know it's tacky? Because the same thing happens with the Eagles. When this dude, Nick Sirianni, is out here doing his nut crap, all of a sudden, oh, the locker room doesn't like Jalen Hurts. I don't like it. You guys know I'm a Lamar fan. I think he should be better than he's been. But I just, it's hard sometimes. I don't really know how to criticize him. I don't know how to, because there's a difference between criticism and there's a difference between holding somebody accountable. And I think we as the media, we don't do a good job of either. If that makes sense. So like, in my personal opinion, we criticize Lamar, but we don't hold players like Josh Allen accountable. We don't hold, some of these guys accountable. And it's like, I don't like it. Some of these guys, it's like, for example, someone in the chat said Kyler Murray. It's accountability. I don't want to hear, like, I paid you, so now you have to produce. So one guy that I've been real hard on, guess who I've been hard on? Y'all know this. I've been killing freaking, what's his name from Clemson? Now I'm drawing a blank. Oh my God, Trevor Lawrence. I've been killing Trevor Lawrence, killing him. But you have to, because I said they gave you that money and you didn't earn it. But now he's producing what they asked of him. Like, just to be, dude, can he be like a little bit above average? And you know what I mean? So now I feel like he's getting there. People like Kyler Murray, he's never been that. So it's frustrating. I think no matter if I'm talking about your team, you're gonna have a different opinion of it because it's your team. You guys know me as an Eagles fan. I got different opinions on Jalen and stuff like that. So it can get weird sometimes, but the media pushes these talking points and it gets crazy. Heroes Game, you said, I think it's unfair criticism of the team this year when Lamar has been hurt for a lot of games. Yeah, see, here's the thing, and someone in the chat said it earlier, the Ravens' problem is their good players don't play well, right? Like, it's not like they have nobodies, they have somebodies, they have names, and then they don't perform. So is that the coach? Is that, like, whose job is that to get them to play? Right. But at the end of the day, somebody's got to, like, what do you do? Do you get rid of the coach? Do you try a different coach? Is this a Buccaneers Tony Dungy, John Gruden situation? Right? Like, I don't know. But see, I don't know what to call you, bro, because your name is just all L's, but you said it's definitely a coaching issue. Why? Like, I don't know. I literally don't know one way or the other, because I'm like, how is it a coaching issue when these dudes ain't playing the right way? Like, he can't uninjure Lamar. So now, okay, now, no. So yeah. Time out. that crap, not this week, but the past week when you got Derrick Henry sitting on the bench and we know who he is, that's King Henry. That was weird. I can't defend that. You will not catch me on this stream defending that. That was nuts. I don't know what was going on with them there. But yeah, but the story leaking out that Lamar wants a new contract. Hold on a second. My bad, I just wanted to close my window. The story leaking out that Lamar wants a new contract and that the Ravens really need to give him a new contract so that they can do the Philadelphia Eagles thing where they push the money down the road would help them, you know. But it's just, why does that leak now? Then people are saying, oh, like, is he really hurt? It's just weird stuff. So is he going to play this week? How hurt has he been? Another thing I wanted to point out to anyone who, if they were in the chat, I didn't know if they saw this. This is like, you guys gotta watch the nuance in the media. Watch this. Did y'all see the game that Lamar actually got hurt in and left? He had a back issue. Now, apparently he took a shot in the back. Like, he was trying to get back in the game, right? They asked John Harbaugh, like, I don't know verbatim, but they asked him, like, what's up with Lamar? The dude says, I don't really know. Who answers that question that way about your literal franchise? I don't know what's up. I don't know if he could have played or not. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know. You say, oh man, listen, that guy, tough as nails. He did everything he could to try and get back in the game, blah, blah. It just, you know, it just as a team, we collectively, the doctors, we just decided he couldn't go. Who answers the question? I don't know what was up with him. I don't know. It's weird. So we're here. I don't know how to address it. It's weird. Harbaugh's not going to save his job because they're just not winning. You can't win without Lamar. So does he think he can get Lamar out of there? I don't know. It's weird. It's just weird. But I'm an Eagles fan. We going through it too. I know Jalen and Nick don't like each other, so we all here. What's Josh and McDermott going to do? It's weird right now. So I don't know. It's weird. I think the only thing I would push back on is the defense was atrocious before Lamar got hurt. I didn't forget that first Bills game where Josh Allen walked them down in the fourth quarter because Derrick Henry wanted to fumble twice, and then they forgot how to play football for a whole quarter for no reason. So that was tough. Juju, you say you're a Steelers fan, but the way this weekend played out generally made me feel like the NFL might be scripted. That's funny. It is such a weird situation. Jags coach is doing a great job. Can't even hate. What's his name? Liam Cohen. That's the dude. When you look at these guys, the Ben Johnsons leaving Detroit, and then Detroit forgets how to play football. Cohen leaves Tampa Bay. Baker Mayfield obviously can't play football anymore. And so, okay, so cool, guys. That right there was politically correct, super chill Shady. Now let's get into real Shady who wants to talk his crap. Man, I don't see not one Buccaneers fan in this chat. These dudes were in my chat talking insane. You had Jalen Hurts and Baker Mayfield conversations. Where are you? Nowhere, because, your team fell off, right? You don't find these guys. But guess what? Baker Mayfield has been trash, straight up trash, for 10 weeks straight. I might be exaggerating, but I don't feel like I am. It's like 8 or 9 horrific weeks of football. I have not seen Stephen A. Smith or Nick Wright or Colin Cowherd make one segment on Baker Mayfield. But the Eagles can win a game and Jalen Hurts has 150 passing yards. And it's, let's take his Super Bowl ring away. I'm so sick of the crap. I'm sorry. I'm not going to chill off of that because they don't hold these people to any type of standard. You got Joe Burrow's out here about to miss the playoffs for 3 straight years. You get what I'm saying? He don't get no criticism. So when Lamar gets hurt, I shouldn't see him getting criticized. You get what I'm saying? So because we're not consistent with it. We don't ever want to give people props. We pick our golden boys and then we sit there and we don't hold them to any type of standard at all. Come on, man. I'm just speaking on it, bro. If I don't speak on it, nobody will. It's crazy, the stuff that we've been seeing. So I don't know. I don't got the answers. I don't know who gets. I don't know how these people get picked. I don't know. I don't know how that happens. We got Josh Allen walking around with Lamar Jackson's MVP from last year. I don't want to say it's racist, but I do think it's racially biased. Yeah, I don't want to say it's racist either, because I don't feel like they be killing Dak. They don't kill Dak Prescott. Anybody? I mean, they kind of kill Kyler Murray. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know if there's a racial part to it. I feel like people just pick and choose. And I think what makes it difficult is I don't know. I don't know what is in people's heart and what type of people they are character-wise, or what makes it right or wrong. I don't ever run from that stuff, though. We know that that's real. I think one thing about Lamar that has hurt him is he doesn't talk like your, I guess, prototypical quarterback. I don't know, right? Like, I think that's a thing. I definitely think there's some type of bias there, but he's won MVPs and stuff like that. But I don't know what the reasoning is, and why people like that. Oh, so yeah, Keenan, you need to hear the thoughts on Cam Jurgens. I'm being dead serious. Like, I have proof. Like, I have video evidence. Whoever is voting on the Pro Bowl has no idea what is going on. I'm being dead serious. You guys think I'm exaggerating. I'm not. Cam Jurgens is the worst lineman in the NFL right now. I don't care what you guys are talking about. I don't care what you guys are looking at. I've seen the film. I've seen the game live. I've seen the All-22. Go look at it. This dude is getting beat on every single play all year and has been trash all year. And this dude is going to the Pro Bowl. So I'm just like, who is voting on this? I'm trying to tell you guys, if this was Madden, Cam Jurgens should be a 52 overall. That's how bad he is. That's how bad he is. I forgot Lamar don't have an agent. I didn't know the Pro Bowl was this bad. They have no idea what they're doing. I'm trying to tell you, they just elected one of the worst players in the league to the Pro Bowl. I watch the games live. I don't ever miss a single snap of Eagles football. This is the worst. This is one of the worst players I've seen in years. I'm just watching it. The dude snaps the ball, and somebody puts his hand on his shoulder pad and pushes him flat into the ground like he's having a picnic. And Saquon is getting hit 8 yards in the backfield, and you got people wondering why our offense is trash. I don't want to get too far off topic, because I wanted to make sure I got my point across with the quarterbacks. I like Lamar. I root for Lamar. I try to support him where I can. But I'm not mad at anyone that says, if not now, when. This was the Ravens Super Bowl year. They have to. This was their year, and I don't think they're going to be able to do it unless he gets super healthy and they start playing like they played against the first half of Buffalo. I don't know if Baltimore can do that. There's some good teams, bro. You think the Ravens are about to go beat the Texans? It's not going to happen. You know what I mean? So I don't know how to fix that. I don't have the answer, you know? HD, the craziest thing about it is he got hurt. The backup came in and he actually played better than him. So why did they put him back in? I don't know what's going on with that. Yo, the Texans, if they play their cards right, they look like the Legion of Boom. That's what they look like when you watch them play. It's like, oh, no one can do anything anymore because their defense is that dominant. So I'm curious if you know what I mean, if they can get it, if they can get some momentum. They got to get CJ Stroud going a little bit better. Could do Ravens Bengals right here. Is Burrow hurt? No, Burrow should be back. Got Chargers Chiefs. Commanders Giants. Jets, Jags. Ew. Texans finna lose a playoff game 9-6. That's the issue. I don't know what they're doing. Packers Broncos is decent. But I just wanted to say that Texans defense is good enough to win a game in the playoffs. Panthers fan, I personally don't care if we make the playoffs. We got a shot and won't move on the next round. I'm already expecting it. I hope y'all win and beat Tampa Bay just to prove a point. And that sucks because it makes it sound like I'm hating on Tampa Bay. I actually am genuinely a Baker Mayfield fan. Like, I'm genuinely a Baker Mayfield fan. That's what I hate, because the media makes me hate players. Like, not hate is a strong word, because I don't hate anybody, but the media makes me dislike Josh Allen, right? Like, the media does that. Like, when the Eagles beat the Bills and the headline is Jalen Hurts only throws for 16 passing yards, right? And it's Josh Allen comes up short, when you know if Jalen Hurts had that game-winning pass and airmailed it like that, that headline would have been crazy. That's what kills. You're talking about, oh, Jalen Hurts had this many passing yards in the second half, but don't talk about the fact that the Bills had no points with 6 minutes left in the fourth. So why isn't it bad that Josh Allen had no points? It's so frustrating to me. I don't get it. I really don't. And so that's why I was saying it that way. Like, I don't try to hate on the quarterbacks, but when you look at the way that they're covered, it's like, who's doing this? Like, why is it like that? I think Baker's got guts. I think Baker was really big to get out of Cleveland. He escaped Cleveland. He needs to make a series surviving Cleveland. The dude survived Cleveland and Carolina, right? Dan Orlovsky, man, is probably watching that game in tears. Probably on his knees praying. Oh Lord, please don't make me say something good about Jalen Hurts. Now, I'll admit, Orlovsky has softened on Jalen, because anyone with two working eyes can see we don't have an NFL caliber play caller in the building. We don't even run, we run a middle. I was going to say we run a high school offense. That's so disrespectful to the high school coaches out here. We run a middle school offense. We run a middle school offense. And Jalen still makes that crap work somehow. I don't get it. But yeah, I bet you Orlovsky was in tears because he had to try to say something bad about Lamar. When Shane Steichen gets fired, you want him back? I would drive and pick him up to get him at the airport, to get him back in Philadelphia, man. And that's if he wants to be the offensive coordinator. Because if he wants to be the head coach, I might do that too. Josh Allen's roster isn't even that bad, and the media acts like he has the Titans roster. I don't think Josh Allen has, let me word it to you like this. I don't agree with you. I don't think he has a roster that would make the playoffs without a top 5 quarterback. Is that fair? He has the best running back in the league right now. Statistically, skill wise, we can argue that all day, but statistically, best running back. You know, one thing I will say about the Eagles game yesterday, though, poetic. Watch this. Because I want y'all to watch this. People spent years talking about how the Eagles can only score with the tush push and are carried by Saquon. And then we play the Bills and we focus on shutting down James Cook. Like you're not doing James Cook today. And their only score was off of a tush push. I just thought that was kind of funny and poetic. A mid quarterback would make a, what were you saying? Stafford just sold. Yeah, so I try to be critical where it makes sense. I think that should be the takeaway. A mid QB would make I think you're saying would make the playoffs with that roster. I don't agree. I just don't think they're that good. I don't see it. This is very difficult to win without a wide receiver can win like one, right? Some teams have two. Look at Stafford. He's got two. That's just not realistic. I can't sit here and lie about that. And that's what I was saying last week. Because the Ravens fans, they say the same thing. Oh, well, who are Lamar's wide receivers? Dak sucks, 11 years and nothing to show for it. Hurts got a Super Bowl. I don't know. One thing about you guys knows me as an Eagles fan, I don't talk about Dak Prescott personally. I try to keep his name out of my mouth. I'm not gonna do it. It's not worth my time. Sorry, he's Black Kirk Cousins. Next. I would just say we have to value winning. Has to mean something. I just, I'm big on that. I try to not just be as a box score watcher. I just try not to be that. I've been talking crap. I might try to might try to get the dub right here with Josh.
Choose which team you'll begin your franchise with. The menu
Who just made the best catch ever?
Your league settings and where to start your franchise in the preseason.
That doesn't make Hurts better. I think Jalen Hurts is a better player than Dak Prescott. I don't think it's relatively close, personally. I think that we don't understand. And one thing that I've been kind of soft launching a take, but I haven't really said it. No matter what y'all want to believe, because Cowboys fans, they're not rational. Like, they're not worth, like, I don't mean it like in a bad way, but they haven't won anything. So I don't feel like there's always a big point in talking to them because we don't have the same goals. I want my team to win. Cowboys fans want to defend their team even when they lose. Eagles fans, I don't know if you guys noticed that. We don't do that. We don't defend our team when we lose. When we lose, we say get better players. Cowboys fans lose and then say, well, he had 2,000, passing year. I don't know. So I don't really think there's a point in arguing with Cowboys fans because we're not talking about the same thing. But anyways, quarterback play is about basements, not ceilings. And a lot of people don't seem to understand that. I'm sorry. I don't care that you might throw for 500 yards if your worst game is 250 yards with 4 picks. I'm sorry. I've been watching Jalen Hurts recently because everyone's talking about low numbers, but he wins a game and makes a few errors. We praise a guy with, oh, well, you literally said it as I was saying it. We literally praise a guy with 400 yards, 3 picks, and a loss. I don't understand it. If Jalen Hurts throws 1 interception yesterday, we lose to Buffalo. We lose the game. So it's like a lot of people don't understand it. I'm sorry. And then the fact that you can see he has the ability to elevate in the playoffs, in the Super Bowl. I'm not gonna sit here. I'm just not into that. I'm not gonna sit here and argue with people about Dak Prescott. That's crazy. Like in my opinion, that's a crazy thing to do. I'm not going to do it. Like, you know what I mean? I don't really know what a good example of that is, but it's just not something I'm willing to spend my time doing. Or, you know, arguing about Dak Prescott. And it's never personal. I never want to make it, you know, seem like, you know, we're trying to talk down to people. But I think when you're talking to Cowboys fans, and it's clear that they don't have the same values that Eagles fans have, because I ain't finna sit here looking crazy defending a team that's losing. I'm not doing it. So I'm just looking at this mod that I installed. This jersey mod. It's pretty dope. They got a blue helmet. Gendry said, show your mods list. Yeah. I can't fit it all on the screen, so if you miss something, you'll have to rewind. But this is the bottom, and then work your way all the way to the top. Jordan Dilworth, what's up? But I think, sorry, my takeaway, because I lost my train of thought, but what I'm not gonna do is sit here and listen to people that want to hypothetically put their quarterbacks on my team. Oh, well, if Dak Prescott had this, oh, if Joe Burrow had that, it's just, it gets old, guys. I'm sorry. We see the blueprint. We're not dumb. Like, I'm not wasting my time on these conversations no more. When Jalen Hurts wins, no credit. When we lose, all the blame. We're not like, I'm not even tapping in with that stuff no more. It's no disrespect, man, but we see that people are never going to give the credit. So it is what it is. No way the Rams just lost to the Falcons. It's funny because when people were saying they were down by that much, I actually thought they were resting their starters. Bijan Robinson had 195 yards rushing. Stafford threw 3 picks. Do I do it, y'all? Like, do I do it? Like what would ESPN first take sound like tomorrow if Jalen had 3 picks in the loss to the Falcons with the, you know what I mean? I ain't even finna.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started, and we are underway in Foxborough.
Holy crap.
Now how about this return?
No way.
To midfield. And he's going to take this all the way.
Whoa.
As the offensive guys trot on the field, you know they're congratulating the special teams guys to get them in great position. And while they're going out,
wait, are y'all serious? Wait, Carolina. Wait. What? So what was the? I actually didn't know this. What was the implications of this game? The Rams are still in, though, right?
Excellent field position to start things out. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
You talk about the
I can't lie, that was a crazy spin. This guy just, he almost housed that crap. Oh, look, it's Keon. Yeah, let's go. We gonna get on special teams then. Ain't no DMPs out here. Look at him. He dripped out. You know what, guys? And I'm gonna use my boy Keon too, just to prove a point. Cooks, Palmer. Yeah, look, somebody gonna have to. Somebody gonna have to hit the bench, man. They still got Gabe Davis. I didn't even know they still had Gabe Davis.
That refreshes.
Yeah, I'm a Florida State fan, so I watched a lot of his career. I know what he's about. Big stop there. I know what he's about. And I don't care what nobody talking about in Buffalo. I ain't listening because they let Diggs walk out the door too. So I could care less about what they're talking about over there. Yeah, bro. Armin and Samuel are injured. Yeah, I also thought FSU had a chance. And then we FSU'd. Well, speaking of Diggs. Out of curiosity, I'm sorry I keep pausing, guys. What is Drake May's rating? 89. Sheesh.
Play inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. May gonna give it to Henderson.
They're not running it well though.
At the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit them so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant.
Oh, he dropped it. I'll be in a 99. It's ridiculous.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it. In the end,
got him Superman mode.
And now it brings up 3rd down. They're going to throw. May looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Maxwell Hairston. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 30.
That's a donation. I got this weird little bug. I can just run around.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial.
I don't know why this happens.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to
red zone interception is rough.
In the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
Dig at the blue helmets on Buffalo.
And he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week, but when you do it in a win, so much the better.
Absolutely, and he was all talking about.
Didn't really get the run going there.
He received on Wednesday.
That's a nice looking award. I wonder if he took it home, you know, got out of the car, showed it off to the kids in the neighborhood, passed it around. I wonder what he did with it.
Now Allen.
Uh-oh, block.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen will try and do this himself.
Woo.
Will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
This might be a Josh Allen run game.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to ball his way through.
Let me not get crazy, get him injured.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
319.
Inside give to Davis.
Dang. I thought that was going to be Cook. Where's Cook at?
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Bills at 9-4 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience.
Where's Cook at?
Display in that victory.
To throw, it's out.
Whoa.
And this one
Pressure came through quick.
Too far out in front. Well, you look at this Patriots defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator.
Can I hit Shakir while I have time?
If you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do.
I was risky. I don't know.
Rushing team, they have to stop that.
Think about buying your GPU coming from a 4070 Ti. Nice. Ooh.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight.
All right, let's go, man. I want
and that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is
definitely want to scroll this drive if I can.
Because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown in.
The drop is rough.
Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game.
Which QB should FSU go after in the transfer portal? I don't watch college like that enough to know, so I'm not sure. I just hope we get somebody good. Because whatever we're doing, it ain't working. That's all I can say.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. That's good for a Bills. They run for the first time with James Cook.
Get there! There we go. I was looking for him.
James Cook.
Wow, what is up with his sleeves? What is he wearing sleeve-wise? Is that a thing?
And the Bills take the early turnover.
Look at his arm sleeves. I've never seen those before. Look at that glitchy celebration. Or is he just wearing 2 undershirts? Is that what that is? I think Lagway would be interesting. I know he fell off at Florida, but I don't know. I mean, we're not that good, so it's not like we're going to be able to get the best players, but we got to get somebody. We got to go buy somebody.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Like, but my question is, like, who are we recruiting? Like, can we get some recruits in here? Like, we got 4 stars. Like, this is like 4 stars, 5 stars. Like, what are we? Like, what's going on? Like,
right up there among the leaders in passing.
I don't know. I just.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way.
Oh, here's Diggs. Diggs is low-key going crazy.
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others.
I just hope Cam Coleman doesn't go to OSU. Who is Cam Coleman?
Some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Henderson now on 1st and 10.
Oh, boy.
Nifty juke there.
Oh, boy.
Middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Trevion Henderson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these
Look at these guys.
to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Oh, he almost missed that. Pat's first round exit. You know what? Patriots, you're saying Patriots first round exit. Here's my thing about that. Hypothetically speaking, I don't know if we got any Patriots fans in here. Hypothetically speaking, if the Patriots were a first round exit. Hypothetically speaking. Did you even have them winning their division in the first place? Like that's what when I try to tell people, like,
headed out for this next possession. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half.
Did y'all see that dude's helmet? One of those dudes looked like he had a weird helmet on, but maybe I'm tripping.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6.
Nah, maybe I'm tripping. I just seen somebody's helmet. It looked like he had like spikes coming off of it. I didn't know what that was.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills.
FSU's been down bad since Jordan Travis got hurt. I would say we've been down bad since the selection committee screwed us over. You know. Oh, that's an insane juke, but I think it's coming back. I think it's coming back.
Inside the 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Is it Keon? It can't be Keon, bro.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Ain't no way this dude just did this. No, play the Cam Newton meme, bro. There's no way he just did this. There's no way he just did this. Wiped away my most iconic run. I put this dude on the news with that juke. I cut it back in. Foot in the ground. He slipped on a puddle of grease. Oh my goodness, guys. This juke was insane. And this dude Coleman just sold. Oh, heck no. There's no way he sold this. And you know crazy, he did it twice. Look, one. That's one. And look, he tries to do it again. Oh my goodness, I housed it. Oh my goodness. That was still iconic. I'm gonna go right to him, bro. You better catch this crap.
On play action.
Nah, it's not there.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Oh.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No,
I didn't think he was gonna break on that like that. Like, you can't make a play on the ball. Like,
now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
New England trying to get a place on offense. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10.
Like, bro, you're not even playing for the ball. That was way too high. I didn't even high point that. I just threw it. Way too high. Did you get those feet in? 1, 2. That sucks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's May. He's got the connection over the middle to dig.
What's the mods?
A good gain of
for the ads for the big screen. It's the Jumbotron mod, I think it's called. But it's part of A. Holbert Stadium experience, I think.
It's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak.
We get a stop. Would they go for it if we do get a stop? We are in the backfield. Let's go. Let's see what they do. Can you do college football FSU tonight? Nah, bro, not gonna lie. This is gonna be my last game, bro. I was actually on the fence about if I was gonna do 2 or not, but I thought this was a really nice matchup.
This one from 48 yards away.
He nailed it.
His kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
Just handed those guys. That's a 10-point swing. You take the points off for my touchdown and then throw a pick and they get a field goal.
You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach.
Okay, that didn't work.
The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
MVP award projection. They got Josh Allen MVP conversations.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cooper.
Ooh, had a nice lane. I wasn't sure if I would be able to house that or not. Roddy said, "What's your take on the Ravens?" Yeah, we were talking about that a little bit before you came in. I was talking about how I thought it was really weird that Alton, what's up, man? Happy holidays to you. Merry Christmas, bro. I was talking about how I just thought it was very weird that the moment John Harbaugh is on the hot seat, all of a sudden Lamar Jackson is falling asleep in meetings and what the heck? He's falling asleep in meetings apparently and faking injuries and stuff. I just thought that was lame for that type of story to come out when your team is struggling, you know?
But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game.
There's no way I'm getting that crap. I should have threw it to Y. See if I can't get a good punt here.
Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
I messed it up at the last second there. Do you know how to download the tattoo file? Yeah, it's just the same way you would download any mod. The tattoo mod by Cujo Matty. Just make sure you have it as higher priority over the unlocked mod, because if you don't, it might cause crashes and stuff. Lamar, his name's Lamar Jackson. He says, didn't John Harbaugh say that wasn't true? I'm not sure if he said it wasn't true. I never heard if John commented on it or not. But I think it's a problem that a story like that comes out in this situation. Like, how does that happen? I'm genuinely curious. I feel like the issue is just that got out to an alleged, I don't know, I'm not in Baltimore, I'm not in that area, but to an alleged reliable reporter. People said that someone's been covering the team 20 plus years and wouldn't lie. I wouldn't, or rather make it up. I'm not saying wouldn't lie. Anyone will lie, but wouldn't make it up. So did someone in the organization tell them that? Right? I don't know. I really don't know what it is. If it were me and I'm in the organization, I have inside knowledge and I know Lamar and John are fine, then I'm running this year back. Great defense. I'm going to run this year back and say, let's see how it works when we're healthy, right? So someone said, does Diggs have a headband on his neck? Is that something that he does? He does have a headband on his neck. Why do people be doing that? I've been seeing like NBA players do that. Yeah, Diggs. I guess he does that IRL. He got a one leg sleeve on, bro. Oh, I think I messed. My bad. I think I've got a mod on that I'm not supposed to have on by accident. I accidentally put he's got a one leg sleeve on, bro. That's so funny. That joint clipping like crazy. That was a leftover from the college mod or whatever. Good coverage by them.
41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare.
A little weird to see the quarterback rushing leaders and not have Jalen on it, but okay.
Leader in rushing yards at the QB position here late in the season. Here's Allen.
I got hit as I threw. If Lamar is active versus the Steelers, they win and make the playoffs and make a deep run for the Super Bowl. Hot take. I agree with half of that. I think they should beat the Steelers with or without Lamar. However, with or without Lamar, can they make a deep run for the Super Bowl? I think that's, you know what I mean? I got a bad animation on that. That sucks. I knew I would have that open. I knew that was going to be the first. And then I get this BS. Look at this animation. Keon is just selling me today. Just because I told y'all I believed in him.
Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing here is May.
Ooh. That was a rocket. On paper, their roster isn't that bad, but their best players are fumbling and defense doesn't show up.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk.
Curtis, I agree with you 100%.
We get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards,
that was a hospital ball.
Then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Well, this, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they look to finish off the sweep.
Drake May is out here balling, might be MVP of the league this year. I think, yeah, I definitely think it's going to be between him or Stafford. But then you look at Stafford, he just lost weirdly to the Falcons. What's up with that? I know Stafford had a really nice statistical advantage on May, but you never know what can happen in these last few weeks. If they want to give it to Drake, I would like that. I think he deserves it. I think the way that he's transformed his game is impressive. If I do say so myself. And I think one thing I try to tell you guys, a lot of people won't say this, but I'm not Stephen A. Smith. I'm not Skip Bayless. I'm not a take guy. I like learning about the league. I like being wrong about players. A lot of people don't remember, but I was really critical of Drake May last year. I said, yeah, I just didn't really like what I saw, and not only that, I felt like, you know, he had issues mechanically. I felt like his footwork was bad. I wasn't super impressed with him. And the Patriots fans checked me. They said, listen, you can't evaluate him right now. They said, that's how bad our line is. That's how bad our weapons are. You can't evaluate Drake. We got him. Oh, I thought that was a fumble. And I took their word for it, and they were right. We couldn't evaluate him, and man, you look at, oh, that's. I guess that knee is down, but oh, that was close. That was close. Wow. But anyways, yeah, a lot of the Patriots fans, that's what they were saying. They said, you know, he's special. We believe in him. We just got to get him some help. And you look at what happens, man. Look at these coaches that have gotten these teams. Excuse me, that have gotten coaches that have transformed the way that these teams play. Ben Johnson's of the world's obviously. You know, Cohen in Jacksonville, like that's real stuff. It's big time. Some of these new coaches have done a really good job, while some of them haven't. If you think about what's his name, Aaron Glenn in for the Jets. So, oh, I thought he was gonna miss.
And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT?
I can tell you this. I sure didn't expect Drake to come back and the Patriots, excuse me, to come back and be this dominant this year.
His numbers this year have been eye-popping in a lot of categories. And one area that stands out, he's the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback here in the latter part of the season. Allen going to get it quickly out to Coleman. And able to get this one across the 45.
Nick Sirianni, is he still in the hot seat? I think it depends on how we handle the playoffs. I think it depends on how we handle the offensive coordinator position. You know, oh, dang, I think I messed that run up. We could have housed that. But it's just unfortunate because right now we don't have an NFL player caller in the building. And it shows every week we go out to play football, to play NFL football. So that's tough. Why was that a conservative catch? That might have been my fault. So it's just a matter of, is Nick willing to evolve? Does he still want to keep running his offense that we know doesn't work? We'll see. Eagles could be legitimate contenders if they can somehow get AJ involved early. I think the irony is we are contenders. I wouldn't say the Eagles aren't legitimate contenders. I think it says a lot about us and the team because we are contenders without NFL caliber play calling, right? We beat a lot of the guys that you guys are saying are going to win it all. We beat the Rams, we beat the Bills, right? You know, I mean, we played some good games. It's just, oh, had to get rid of that. Now, am I as confident going into this playoff as I was last playoff? No. But yeah, I still believe in our quarterback and our roster, and specifically our defense. Oh, and you said, do you see the Giants trading Dart for Mendoza or more? Oh, that's a good question. First of all, I'm running this. Yeah, so, you know, I think, isn't this is the second year in a row your Giants have won a football game that has lost them the first overall pick. I don't care if I would have had to walk up and down New York City and find people to play that football game. That's a difficult loss to lose to the Raiders. So to answer your question, the answer is definitely no. I don't think they're going to trade anything if they don't get the first overall pick. I think if they had gotten the first overall pick, would have been the real question is, do you trade Dart for Mendoza? I don't think I'm qualified to answer that. I think, you know, with that being your team, you've seen Dart more than I've seen him.
gets a chance to take
I mean,
just a little bit, maybe get themselves ready.
I think Mendoza's an infinitely better player and prospect. I don't think they're going to be similar players in the league. But the Giants fans really like Dart. And again, this is just me from the outside outside looking in, excuse me. Oh, I thought we could have picked that off. So this was my take, and I think you're as qualified as anyone to comment on it, because, you know, as an Eagles fan, people will definitely say, "Oh, you're just being a hater," but I think Dart is a low IQ player, and I think he has issues that are not going to be coached out. And people got mad at me when I made the comparison, but I said I feel like he's a combination of Carson Wentz and Jay Cutler. And so a lot of people said that's really negative, and people don't understand where I'm going with that. Those are two extremely talented people. But I've never seen anything like Jackson Dart. I've never seen anything like that. I mean, the dude is. I think when I had seen the stat, they said he had, you know, been in the medical tent 5 times. How can you then look at a prospect like Mendoza and then say, "Oh, I don't want that," if I'm at 1? I don't know. I think if you're stuck with Dart, then you see if he can mature. But I think if you had, wow, that's a crazy catch. But I think if you had the chance, I would have taken Mendoza if I could pick between the two. Weemaster says, back from hate watching Stafford throwing away the MVP. Stafford has such a statistical edge over what's his name, over Drake May, but I wonder if that is going to help him or help May catch up, especially with I'm not sure what the implications are, who's going to be playing, who's going to be resting, but you guys know me, I'm not a big Stafford fan, so I would love to see Drake May win it.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
I mean, in all, that's where you it's called calculated risk. Now, when I think the crazy thing is oh, he's crazy. What a run. Oh, I didn't realize that's the half. Let's take it in. I think the concern has to be we addressed it with Jackson Dart. We said, "Hey, buddy, you're a little crazy out there. Can you not?" And he says, "Nah, bro, I'm a football player." And it's like, oh, okay. And you can, you know, maybe he's just young, right? And I think that's always going to be part of it. Maybe he's just young, and maybe he'll grow out of it. But that's tough to see. That's, you know what I mean. I think it's tough to see him growing out of it.
And we both know this coach pretty darn.
But give me a second, guys. I'm going to run to the restroom really quickly. And I'll be right back. All right. I took the media. It took the media to harp on AJ Brown's comments about not getting the ball to actually get him involved in the offense instead of it naturally being part of the play calling. With how strong the NFC is right now, I don't see a Super Bowl in sight. It's going to be really tough to repeat. Yeah, I disagree 100% with that. It's always tough to repeat. That's why only a few teams have done it. It's, you know what I mean? Our odds of repeating are lower than last year because our team is not as good as it was last year. Just we don't have the talent we had last year. But I think what goes forward, we have going for us is just literally we have the experience and we have a talented team. But it's easy to say, oh, I don't think the Jaguars are going to win the Super Bowl and I'm taking the field, right? If we're gambling, sure, like take the field. I'm taking the field. I do, you know what I mean? I see the Eagles losing to a random team. That's what my projection is. Last year at wildcard weekend, I sat there, I said, there's literally not another football team that can beat us. That's what I said last year. Everyone was here. Everyone knows I called my shot in like week 15. I was, yeah, we're winning the Super Bowl. We're literally that much better than everybody. It's not the same thing this year, but is it impossible? No. And if somehow we made it through the NFC, I think we could beat anybody on the other side too. So I think the Eagles, unfortunately, because of the incompetent play calling, can lose to anybody. But I think we can beat with our defense. I think we got one of, if not the best defenses in the league. I think we can beat anybody too. And we can do it in a lot of different ways. But I just think if we got to get in a shootout like we saw the Bears and the Niners, that's not us. It's never been us, and I don't like that. I think the only thing I would say too, I disagree with is I don't like AJ Brown being the focal point of the offense. Like we don't need AJ Brown to be the focal point of the offense. We have 100 weapons, and who cares about AJ Brown? That's why I told you I want him traded. I'm not a big AJ Brown guy. I don't even think he's the best receiver on the team. We've got Goddard, we've got Saquon, we've got Devontae Smith. I don't care how many touches AJ Brown got. Our offense looked better when he wasn't touching the ball than when he was touching the ball. So I don't care about AJ Brown's feelings. And one thing you guys know about me is I'm never, ever, ever going to defend someone that complains in a win. I just don't like that. Character-wise, it doesn't really fit our city. We win the way we win, and it's no matter how it looks. So that's why you guys know me, I'm not a big AJ Brown guy. But yeah, no, the NFC is pretty good. But we've beaten the people that you guys are going to pick. So, I know we can compete with anybody, and I think we're going to give it a run. And one thing I always tell you guys is our success of the season is not based on winning the Super Bowl. That's not, I don't ever, let a season be determined that way. It's just, when you win a Super Bowl, you lose your coordinator. Like it's just, you lose talent. That's part of football. Everybody knows that. But it's just cool being a good team, good players that compete and come out and compete every week, if that makes sense. We matched the Eagles are really one of those teams where they could win or lose at home in the wild card, and it really wouldn't be surprising either way. Exactly. I literally think we can beat anybody and lose to everybody. You guys saw us lose to the Giants. You guys saw us lose in ways, you guys saw us lose. What were we up 19-0 on the Broncos? I know the Broncos are a good team. You guys saw us lose to the Cowboys. We were up 21-0 at the half, right? So we all the deficiencies are by the mainstream media well documented. We know for sure. Eagles just can't make mistakes in the playoffs because their offense has been slower. Oh, and then there was that Chargers game. That was the weirdest game I've ever seen in my life. This is very weird with the 4 picks from Jalen. I've never seen anything like that, and hopefully I never see anything like that again. That was just really dumb football by us, and we don't usually play like that. So that was an outlier, you hope. But yeah, you never know.
His game planning is always on point, and now that he's getting the ball to start the second half.
Oh, that was a weird throw. Didn't go where I wanted it to go. You said I like the toughness, but I need it to be more controlled and meaningful. I don't like the toughness. I don't need my quarterback to be tough. I need him to be smart. You know what I mean? And I don't see it with Dart. Oh, I was hoping I could break that tackle. But the hope is that he can lock in, as the kids would say these days. You know what I mean? And really, I screwed this up. And be who he's supposed to be, because he's obviously got the talent to play the position, but yeah, maybe he's the guy. And who knows? Maybe you guys losing the first overall pick will be the best blessing in disguise. Maybe Mendoza's terrible. You know, maybe Mendoza's terrible. I don't know who Mendoza's NFL comp is going to be, because I'm not 100% sold on Mendoza. I don't want to paint it that way. I think what I was just trying to say is, like, after we've seen what we've seen from Dart, I didn't feel like the Giants could be the type of team saying, "Oh no, we're not looking for a quarterback." That's just not what I saw from it. But I hope Mendoza goes to the Raiders. You know what I mean? Like they need a quarterback. Like let's get them a quarterback so they can somehow. They need everything. They need a coach. You know, they need a coach. They need a quarterback. It's a bad combination. I don't know what their plan was for this year. It was like they thought they were going to win now team with Gino and what's his name, and Pete Carroll, and that's just a disaster. So I don't know what the overall game plan was there for that. But sometimes it's just the Raiders are the Raiders, and they're the Raiders for a reason. You know, sometimes that's just the conclusion that you come to because of the decisions that they've made over the years. Drake May is slinging it right now, though. I need a stop. I need a play. I need something. But we are playing good run defense, so that's good. See what happens if I get some pressure on May.
But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Everything dies in New York or Vegas. What do you mean by that? Like, do you mean like? Because I actually think New York. I think New York has been fine. It's not like, oh, huge user sack. Let's go. You know, they've amassed some talent through the draft. Not quarterback.
The Patriots send out their punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35.
She said, I mean, it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do. Pete Carroll was supposed to be a culture builder and a proven winner. Just didn't work out that way. And it goes to show you how good John Schneider was all along. Who is John Schneider? I'm not familiar with the name.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or
I think what I would want to take away from that is, okay, Seahawks GM, gotcha. Yeah, so I don't think that means Pete Carroll is not a culture builder. I just think that culture only goes so far, man. You gotta have the dudes, right? Sometimes, right? You need the dudes. And you know, and sometimes it's. This one with the conservative there. I wanted to just keep the drive going, and I was gonna say Oakland, but Vegas, they don't have the dudes, and they're missing more of the dudes, I think, than they thought they were, if that makes sense. I think we got a hold.
And this looks like it's going to be holding.
Yeah, I wonder, and I'm sorry. I think it's probably a little bit lazy, but I still wonder a little bit about Carroll's age. Like what are we doing right now? I just like what was the plan? Like was that supposed to be long term? Like I don't know.
Pretty good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
56, round 80. Middle.
An audible here.
Out of the shotgun.
I shouldn't have. Sheesh.
And he is met in his
Dang, bro.
tracks behind the line of
Your defense is doing it.
1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. Here's Allen.
I didn't have time. I did, but just not for the deep stuff.
With a big-time sack on 3rd down, it's a loss of 7.
But because Pete Carroll had the final say on personnel decisions in Seattle, and a lot of their drafts decisions were rough until Snyder started to wrestle control back. Right. Curtis, you said for Vegas, you had Devontae, Garoppolo, Ruggs, Khalil Mack, Amari Cooper all fizzling out. New York just seems like the dumping ground for players nobody wants, like Rodgers and Justin Fields. I definitely agree with that. I think you could throw. But I didn't realize that you were talking about the Jets and not the Giants. That's what I thought you meant. But the Jets lucked out in that the Colts donated a first round pick to them. And obviously they've got whatever they got. I wasn't sure what the haul was for Quinnen Williams, so they're gonna have some assets, and maybe they go get Mendoza. But if you're Mendoza, do you want to go to the Jets? Do you want to go to Aaron Glenn? Do you believe in whatever it is that they're going to try to do? Because I don't. William, you were saying how do I get this camera? It's a mod. I showed my mod list not only at the beginning of the stream, but also at the beginning of this game. So if you got to, I would just rewind, or just go into the Discord and search for camera. It's where all the other mod downloads are. I believe it's made by a mod named Repent. They got the first. I think they got a first for Quinnen Williams. Okay, so they got a first for Quinnen Williams. They got a first for Quinnen Williams from Dallas. Is that true? Dallas gave a first for Quinnen Williams?
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were.
And I thought there was 2 people. Look at this guy, not even reacting here. Look at this. And this guy drops it. That's tough. Dallas had the assets from the Micah trade. I thought the idea of that was to keep the assets. I did not know that they gave up one of those firsts. Probably wouldn't have done that if I were them. Quinnen Williams is a heck of a football player, though, so I don't want to, kind of undersell him, if that makes sense. Because he is a good player. I don't know about the first. I mean, he's a heck of a player, but I just don't know about that.
Right when he released that throw, he knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open.
Heck of a player, though. I don't want to downsell him.
From the shotgun, it's May.
Oh, May's off target. Thank goodness. Because that was open. I'm going to try a long field goal.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he has got it.
Dang.
From 55 yards away. That was never
2026 first and a 2027 first. 2026 second and a 2027 first for Quinnen. That's a haul. And then they got 2 firsts for
with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point,
Sauce Gardner,
or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as
wow.
he gets set to take over.
That might be a fun rebuild.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's
God, this is a disaster, guys.
that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's Allen to throw it.
Lucky that wasn't picked off.
But incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last.
And then I overthrow him. It's open.
3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Oh, we're gonna get bailed out.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Are they dumping fields or building around fields is the question. How is that a question? Is he not benched or is he hurt? Is he benched or hurt? Because he can't play at all, by the way. Everyone knows this, but some people chose to ignore it for a while. I don't know why. I'm going to try and sneak it. This is gutsy, but I saw that was the best take I heard all weekend. Somebody said, they said Malik Willis is what Justin Fields supporters said he was, because he can't play at all. I mean, we have so much, there's so much footage, we have so much film, we have so much facts. Can't play, right? It's just no disrespect on the guy. I like him. I think he's cool, but you know, I just don't think he's an NFL quarterback, and I think that's okay.
Back now in Foxborough. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4.
But I mean, I think if you're Malik Willis, this is crazy. I was gonna say, excuse me, rather, if you're a team that needs a quarterback, Malik Willis is there. Now you guys know me, the troll in me, trolling the Green Bay fans. I personally, I'm not letting Willis out of that building. Because I think he's going to be, oh, get there, please. Yes. Personally, I'm not, I'm not letting Malik Willis out of that building because I don't believe in Jordan Love. I've been said that. Look at Kincaid. Big touchdown. And just like that, we back in it.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And the lead is down to 2.
So I think my first question is Malik Willis a free agent? Is that even a thing? Is he available? Or are we just putting him, because I wasn't sure. I never checked or looked into it. Is he a free agent? Because I would have to look. I would have to look at that if he's available. There's so many teams. If you're the Vikings, I think if you're the Vikings, it could be a quick, like hypothetically speaking. I'm not saying, I have no idea what he is, but like this could be a quick solution to something. Like we don't know. Like this could be a quick solution to an issue. What if Aaron Rodgers decides to walk away and he goes to, and he goes there? I don't know. I'm just saying he's such a wild card. It's very interesting how he's going to fit into a lot of these conversations. Ooh, okay, we are in business now, guys. Okay, he's still on the rookie contract from 2022. Interesting.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Goodness.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take.
NFL doesn't let these young quarterbacks out there. Throw them to the side after a few years. I'm glad Willis is getting a chance to show out. Yeah, it's impressive. I can't lie. What he's doing. And this isn't the first time he's done it. You guys got to remember, he kept Green Bay afloat last year. Block. Crap. When Jordan Love went out with injury. Now it wasn't as impressive, but you know we're kind of starting to see. You know it might be something. You never know. Dang, run game is not there. Oh, Kincaid has the spiky helmet. Yeah, I'm not crazy, am I? Is that like a real helmet? What is this? I didn't know this was a thing. Is that a real helmet? Did someone wear this before? Yeah, I knew I wasn't crazy. I saw it in a replay. I was like, oh, it's from the mini unlocked mod. Okay, yeah, that's why the one guy has a one leg sleeve on by accident. I did not mean to leave that enabled. I'd love to take a shot here. Dang, bro.
Send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
Is there a way I can organize my franchise file if they all just say autosave? I mean, you can rename them, I'm pretty sure, right? Like if you just go in your saves. You gotta be kidding me.
Stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout,
yeah, I didn't see a lot of Malik Willis in Tennessee, but like to somebody's point, yeah, it's just like, are these guys developing? Are these guys getting the chance to, you know what I mean? Yeah, they about to do the 9 meme for Josh Allen. How do we feel about Allen's deep ball compared to Mays? In real life, I'm not sure. Or is that, I'm not really sure. I don't think I've seen either of those two players to have a great opinion on how good they are at throwing the deep ball. But as I get criticized a lot for making everything about Jalen Hurts, I know Jalen Hurts leads the NFL in touchdowns over, I forgot if it was 30 or 25 yards. So I'll put his deep ball up against anybody's. And, you know, I got some criticism last year for that when I told you guys, I said, you know, Patrick Mahomes is one of the worst deep ball throwers in the league right now. And he was atrocious last year, and he's been pretty bad this year too, obviously before the injury. I said we can't just you know, some people got mad because they said I was ripping on Pat, but I just said we can't sit here and have an imaginary version of Patrick Mahomes that we haven't seen in 4 years and pretend like that's who he is. I got some criticism for that, but I'm standing on it.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
The tight end Henry here in motion. They'll throw with May.
Dang, he got the first 2. All right.
The Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
That's good for our Patriots. 1st down.
It's so crazy that they can audible after I pass commit. Like, what are we doing?
Here's May. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, May with it. Touchdown!
Dang, they're dudes are dogs.
75. And the Patriots get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Josh Allen has the strongest arm in the NFL. He just doesn't have any deep threats. I don't know if that's true or not, but right now, from what I've seen this year, I'm not saying anyone's arm is stronger than his, but I can tell you, I personally have never seen anyone throw the ball with as much velocity as Caleb Williams and who's the rookie from and Cam Ward. That's just me. I think there's a chance that they have just as strong, if not just as strong arms. I just haven't seen anything like it, if I'm being honest. And you guys know I wasn't super high on Caleb, but I was pretty shocked to see how he throws the ball. Oh no! I thought I had it. I thought that was it. Oh my God, no! I thought that was it. I thought I was gonna do it. Oh no.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Yeah, with Caleb, it's just the arm talent. He's a monster. He's a physical monster. I'll never forget one of these years we were downloading I don't remember if it was a roster mod or something. It was just for Madden in one of these years, and it was like one of these rookie mods that had Caleb Williams in it. And I'll never forget the mod that we were downloading had Caleb as a 90 speed, and it was like, I don't think he's a 90 speed, but I get it, because he's just like explosive. It's really kind of hard to explain. He's just an impressive athlete, and I think almost like an underrated athlete.
Little pitch and catch for the tight end Knox. He'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
Yeah, Curtis, I kind of think of it as like sometimes like when we see, oh goodness, crazy. I might try the deep ball one more time here. Let's see what happens. Got that one. There we go. I had to get one for you guys. Eesh. I'm like, bro, I'm trying to throw this all day. In both games, I was looking for that, and I finally hit it. Sheesh. All right, can we get the ball back? Is the real question.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Shifts by him.
Dang.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working.
I'm going to take my timeouts on this side of the 2-minute warning. I just don't know what the CPU is going to do. Oh, God. Oh, I thought that was a fumble. All right.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long
Why would
as
they
we
throw
throw the
there?
ball.
But okay.
If someone's trying to throw the ball, and
Can
you
we
put
get a
pressure
stop?
on them and make it tough,
Can we make
that's only
plays?
gonna help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And
Nope.
he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do.
Oh.
May.
Oh, I don't know if I agree with the fact that they're throwing the ball.
Now's not the time to force the football
But
in places
okay.
where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
May gonna give it
Don't stop him.
inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. They go play action now. May.
Yes.
To the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Oh my goodness, Josh Allen, show us again. Come on, we got a game-winning situation right here. Oh, of course they get a great punt. Holy crap.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds.
All right, Josh. Minute 50, one timeout. What do we got?
A minute 50 to play. A possible crippling loss in the playoff status.
I don't know, guys. These lights are a little bright for me. I'm not usually in these situations.
That's complete. It's Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing Allen. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third.
Oh my gosh. What in the heck? All because I said Keon Coleman was actually good. He has screwed me this entire game.
Here's Allen. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Bro, there's no way this is happening.
One chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Into the hands of Cooks. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Here comes 2nd down at 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run.
Oh, crap. I was trying to get out of bounds.
Here's 1st down.
And the Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
To throw is Allen. That's caught by Shakir. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And they can only stop it once more. Here's 1st and 10. Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one.
Too many of these plays have motion in them, so they're really throwing me off in the hurry up.
Certainly a factor. Under 40 to play. 2nd down. Getting the football to Davis on an out route.
Come on, come on, come on. We don't have time.
Play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. That's taken in by Shavers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Inside give to Davis. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win.
18-yard line.
All right.
So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win.
We know we're getting that iced meter, bro. But I tried to get it straight. I went with the hurry up so I can do the run so it can be straight. I can't even see. I don't know if I deserve that one.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced.
But I locked in.
They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
Yeah, gameplay mod Sabo, shout out. He's doing his thing, man, with that. I love just the, what do you call it? It's the variety of games. It's just, you feel like it's going to be offensive, you feel like it's going to be defensive, and I wonder, I kind of wonder if they could have ran the clock down a little bit better when they had it. But let's run through the stats real quick. And yes, Curtis, as you said, I'm rolling out of here. Obviously beat them in score, first downs, offense. Both ran it well. They had some big runs. The stats are very similar if you look at them. We both threw picks. Drake made 25 of 38, 65%, 2 TDs, 2 TDs, an interception, and 263, 65 completion percentage. Had a good game. Henderson, 18 for 115, 6 for 19. Yeah, they were doing their thing. Diggs had some big catches early. Henry, some clutch catches. Yeah, Curtis, I wonder, that's what I was saying. I wonder if they handle that possession, that last possession better. I don't know if I should have even gotten the ball back there. But we got the pick from Hairston, some sacks, no forced fumbles. This guy, Keon Coleman, literally sold the game. Holy crap. He tried to, I should say. Josh, 26 of 42, 61%. Not my best, but still had 294. 2 tuds and the pick. 11 carries for 41 yards. Sable did a really good job of kind of like limiting the way you can abuse running quarterbacks. That was fun. James Cook, 8 for 69. He's averaging 8.6. I probably should have used him a little bit more, for being honest. That's why I struggled. Roddy, be easy. I'll catch you in the next one. Kincaid had some big catches, a long 62-yard touchdown. Shakir had the long 48-yard touchdown, and we were getting Cook involved with the passing game as well. Let's see what they did on defense. Anthony Jennings had 3 sacks, which is crazy, and Gonzalez had that early pick. No forced fumbles. And yeah, guys, that is Sabo's gameplay mod. That was a blast. Shout out to everybody pull up to the stream. So everybody watch it live, and we'll watch later. Your boy Shady, I'm calling it a night. A little past midnight where I'm at. Yeah, guys, I'll let y'all know when I'm gonna go live next. We'll see when that'll be. I might do some 2K tomorrow. We'll see. But other than that, guys, your boy Shady, I'm out. Peace. 3s.